Alrighty, welcome back to Melbourne Strength Cultures Podcast. Number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. We're here with the Christmas special, which I'm going to take the authority, and we're calling it Christmas Spirits moving forward because we're going to be drinking Christmas spirits and the room is filled with Christmas spirits. So Merry Christmas to the listeners. Merry Christmas, boys.
How good's liquor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Cheers, Mort.
Paul, our mixologist. We
Thank you,
will get
Paul.
the camera on Paul probably when we do our first Wheel of Spin, Wheel of Fortune, which will be every 20 minutes. We're going to run it every 20 minutes. We've got 5 to give away. There is a special double up. Ryan King, shouts out to 3 Kings Wealth Management for sponsoring this Christmas spirit here. We will be doing the spin every 20 minutes. If it lands on Ryan King, we double up into the next one for the next person who could win $200. So thank you to everybody that shared their favourite podcast and went in the draw. But welcome, boys. How are we feeling?
Litty.
I'm
2 beers deep. It's 10:15.
11:15.
45, mate.
Oh, I haven't changed my watch. Daylight savings.
It's 10:45.
It's 10:45. I don't know what time it is.
My life's a mess. Anyway, on the way here, got myself a mighty McMuffin.
Tell them what happened at the drive-thru.
Oh, wait, let me finish my order. So I got a mighty McMuffin. I got a double cheeseburger. This was at 5:30 in the morning on the way to work. I thought I had to line the guts. I got one of them in a meal with a hash brown, a large ice long black.
What time in the morning was this?
5:30.
Yeah. Early riser, rise and grind.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, so I rolled through the drive-through, and I could see the guy that was working behind the window. I was sussing him out. You know, I like to observe other rise and grinders. This guy's going hard. 5:30 a.m. And he was just commanding the room. He's in there. He's like, I need 4 buns. I need this many hash browns. I need some sausage. Anyway, I was
items. He's ordering items.
Yeah, he was just shouting. I'm like, respect, man. You got to commandeer the room. Like, that's energy.
That's Christmas spirit.
That's Christmas spirit. Anyway, so I look in my bag and I'm looking at it. I'm like, there better not be a mistake. I'm like, it's 5:30 in the morning. If my hash brown's missing, I'm gonna have to break some windows. And I look in there and I'm like, mighty McMuffin, tick. Double cheeseburger, tick. Serviettes, tick. And I'm like, where's the hash brown? I'm fishing around in there. So I reverse back into the drive-through and I give him a sup head nod on my Ella.
What is this story?
I'm missing. Yes. Yes, story?
I've heard it.
I've had 1.5 beers. This is what happens. And I'm like, Ella, I'm missing a hash brown. He goes, no, you're not. And I took his word. Straight away, zero hesitation. And I absolutely took his word for it. I'm like, the way I saw, no, wait. I did check. But I was like, you know what? The response time.
Check again.
The alpha energies that preceded him saying that to me, the way he was walking around, I'm like, you know what? I actually have 100% faith in this guy that he's put the hash brown in the bag. So I looked in the bag. I fished a bit deeper underneath the serviettes, which he didn't just give me one either. He knew it was going to be a messy drive to work.
I appreciate that.
With the double cheesy and the mighty McMuffin. And I was like, fishing. The hash brown was there. Gave him the finger gun. And I was on my way.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so that was...
Which McDonald's? Which McDonald's do we know?
I thought
which one was it? It was the Heatherton one.
Mad.
Yeah.
I thought there was someone in the restaurant yelling at them saying, I need 4 buns,
That's
4
the
sausages.
manager.
No, that was the
Guy.
manager.
He was the
Sorry.
manager.
That makes a lot of sense why he was ordering
I love
items
the lack of hesitation.
on the
No,
menu.
you didn't.
Huh?
I love the lack of hesitation. You
Are you on the...
Yeah, no, and he did it with a smile though. Like he wasn't
the
mean
widescreen?
about it.
No, he was sure that
knew.
the hash brown was
He
in
knew.
the bag.
He was sure, and it was just so sure. And I'm like, I just could see his presentation. Guy looked immaculate.
He doesn't make mistakes.
Shirt tucked in, had the skin fade. I was like, this guy
fade.
is taking
Looks
his,
after himself.
He was just
Boys,
it.
we need a break. Our mixologist, Mr. Paul, Mr. Fricky, has created our first cocktail for the day. What have we got, Paul?
So this is the white chocolate passion fruit martini.
Nice.
So we've got in here, we've got vodka. We've got white chocolate Monin, which is effectively simple syrup.
Yep.
Passion fruit liqueur, passion fruit, lime,
We're going to be sloshed.
And it's
So-
full of booze.
gonna be-
We've
it's
had,
full
we've
of
had
booze.
Mr. Jamie Buziotis line his stomach. I've had nothing. I'm a lightweight at the best of times. So
Hang on.
I'm a big risk for getting hammered today.
Yeah, whilst we're going through strategies, I'm going to say Didier will be to the point where he probably stops talking within about 45 minutes.
If I don't pace myself.
Yeah, he'll just be rolling his head back. Been to a few Christmas parties with him now, but
I go hard. When I go
Charles, I want to hear your technique for the pre-season for a big drinking session. You gave us a strategy yesterday,
hard. The day before.
and I don't know. I think that was just alcoholism. What you were putting forth to the
It was
boys.
the earn the beers. It's the same people that say earn the beers. This is their philosophy.
Earn your cocktails.
Actually, Paul might be able to help us with this one. So you're going to have a big session drinking. You have 2 drinks the day before. It promotes the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase in your system, which helps break down the alcohol.
spell, Mark.
Which helps break down the alcohol the next day.
That's it.
So that was it. Could just be, as Jamie said, could just be an excuse for alcoholism.
So the strategy was just drink earlier.
So I took your word.
Yeah, start drinking earlier.
I did take your word for it, and I had
mate.
a couple glasses of rosé when I got home last night.
Winning formula.
And
Cheers, boys.
And the more
Cheers, Mark.
I think
Thanks,
about
Paul.
it,
Cheers, Mark.
Thanks, Paul.
the more I think, cheers, Mark. The more I think about it, the more I'm just thinking maybe I'm just a degenerate. And yeah, but
That is cracker.
rosé, I've got to taste it.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I'm double parked. at the moment.
that's yum, yum.
It's going to last about 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's going to be cooking.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
savor it.
god!
That's going to be cooking.
Wow.
I thought
Being transported to the Caribbean.
I just I want to touch on our last episode there, boys. So just so everyone at home can understand what I think went, not that it went wrong, because it was actually well received. This is episode number 58.
I think Jamie just
today.
Here's the thing. So
think Jamie
Jamie thought we'd taken a turn for the worse, but the numbers speak for themselves.
Numbers,
the podcast,
absolutely.
he's doing amazing. So
Yeah, 57 will end up being, other than this episode probably, but will be the number 1 Boilers episode of the year, I would say. A good bit of clickbait. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, N1 Education, for sponsoring last episode there. Thank you very much.
make sure to check out their
Sponsor the
YouTube
podcast.
channel,
Yeah.
Instagram.
A lot of
subscription
promotion out there. It's
services.
good.
Yeah, check out their Instagram. It's great.
We'd love to, but we can't. So,
But also, what I wanted to say, there was 2 things. I think we went too long a run with guests, boys. I think we did like 6 episodes with guests.
Oh, this is
we,
so good.
We just
I
went.
can't sit in a cross leg every time I hit this nerve.
Oh, what nerve?
Pinching a nerve.
well, then don't.
Get in this position. There we go.
I think we had too many guests rolling back to back, and the boys just they had energy, they had pent up energy, and we wanted to get it out. And it unfortunately meant that 8 minutes of the podcast had to be cut because it was just it was a bit too much.
The mega cut.
The mega cut. But we have the mega cut sorted whenever that Patreon account.
Or if you've got cash and you slip me $100,
I'll give it to you.
I'll bootleg a copy.
Yeah.
I burn DVDs.
A couple of burnt DVDs. But then the other thing was, I think it was the couches. We brought the couches into the room for...
I miss the couches. The couches are really comfy.
couches were...
This promotes good posture.
I think I prefer
I'm a bit more
these
upright.
better.
I'm definitely more upright.
I prefer these.
The single armchair. The couch got way too,
I just felt like
Way
me and
too
Bouz like
kickback.
sitting like next to each other. I feel
I like it. I like a bit of physical.
Also, the
contact.
nuts.
Yeah, it was
were,
nice.
The nuts were at a
love
way better
languages.
angle.
Love languages.
No, so I've since done a love language. The last time we spoke about love languages.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've done a love language test, and mine's touch.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
not
right.
surprised.
Physical touch.
Right, physical
The
touch.
walls just dropping.
No, that one corner just has no Christmas spirit up there.
a
Just
ghost.
doesn't hold up there for some reason.
Paranormal activity.
I don't know.
Bouz are just draining it.
Yeah. The green shoe.
Bad juju
Talk
over
us
there.
through the love languages thing, because I've done it a few years ago, but what were your...
We spoke about this on a podcast.
Did we?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
We did.
Your love language?
Not my
Everyone's
love
love
language. We
language.
spoke about our
languages
love
in
language.
general.
Oh, so how'd you go?
Touch.
Touch.
Physical
Were you
touch.
surprised by that?
Nah,
Nah. You like physical touch?
I like physical touch. If you haven't noticed, I like hugging the boys.
Yeah. You also like kissing Donnie's neck really delicately.
Little soft ones on the back.
Kissing Marcus LaGreca's neck really delicately.
Yeah, I do that.
In front of me and Deuce. It's like soft little pecks.
Fuck.
It's just my thing. I just like physical touch.
You're a
It is
touchy
what it
guy.
is. The kiss on Donnie's neck is more because I know that he's going to elbow me in the head.
Yeah.
Like I know that Anthony's love language is definitely not physical touch. He hasn't done the quiz, but it's definitely a no-brainer there.
We'll do it live.
But if I do kiss the back of his neck when he's not expecting it, he will try elbow me in the throat.
Yeah. Mine's not physical touch either. Mine was acts of service. That's what my love language was. Donnie's getting his
I haven't done the test.
I haven't done it. I reckon one of mine would be touch, but I reckon I've got a couple.
Yours
I
would
haven't done
definitely
it.
be words.
I just assume.
I reckon yours would be words.
And I like touch. I like when Deuce touches me.
Yeah.
Not that kind of touch. Just like on the couch.
Get your mind out of the
Yeah,
gutters.
dirty.
Charlie loves the
filthy
head.
pig.
Charlie loves the head scratch.
I like sitting on their lap.
Do you like
watch TV, she
massages?
Scratches my head.
Do you like massages?
Yes.
Like, would you pay for it? Like, go and pay for a massage?
No, I remember in Bali after dinner, you guys would go out and I could get a massage. I love
Bali.
massages.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I don't like. It doesn't get me going. Give me remedial. I want someone to like stand on the top turnbuckle and just jump off, drop the elbow.
Oh, you like a deep tissue?
Yeah, like a frog splash. like Eddie
what do you
Guerrero.
mean get you going though? Like I could easily go Bali, sit there.
What do you mean get you going?
Me and Claz, Claz went and got the foot and calf mixed with the ear waxing. Crazy.
I'd rather just kick back and talk
Wait,
shit.
what's the earwaxing?
The ear candling. Me and Claz were looking at each other's
They
eyes.
stick your
You
finger.
turn on the side like
Stick
that.
their finger in your ear and they whisper sweet nothing.
Yeah. Little wet willies.
They like
Little wet willies in the ears. Have you never done an ear candle?
I've not done any
Man,
candle.
your
Apparently-
first one will be fucked.
apparently it's bullshit.
Why? You reckon the wax is in the
Apparently
tube?
the wax is in the tube.
No way.
They go, oh, look how much came out of your ear.
That's fucked. Surely not.
Apparently.
It'd be worth the satisfaction.
Yeah.
I feel like-
it's
You've got to believe the
placebo.
lie.
I would be all for them lying to me
The
just to
placebo.
show me how much wax has
Yeah,
come out
you
of my
are
ear.
the placebo.
Because every time you get one of those, what are they, dipstick? What are they called?
Dipstick. Your fuel
Cotton
stick.
buds.
Cotton
No,
buds.
you shouldn't use them.
No, you shouldn't, but you do. You get him in there. I like Twitch. You get him in there, you get a twistada, one of my eyes shuts, the other one twitches, and it comes out, and if I've forgotten to do it
I
for a
think
week-
I got rid of using those since I left Murrumbina.
I have not done those
Yeah, what do you do
in a
now?
lot of years.
What
Clean
happened in
ears.
Murrumbina? Were you sponsored
Mum
by a
had,
Q-tip
mum had them
company?
there. Mum said clean your ears, so you clean your ears. You leave the house.
So since your mum wasn't at home with you, that's the difference.
So what is that?
You really
You've got
are
the
just
shirt.
like a mama's boy Greek boy.
you're not.
Wait,
no,
there's-
that's not going to.
Oi, Charlie, have you showered today?
Is there an alternative?
There's no. You don't clean your ears.
That's chat.
No, you're not meant to clean your ears. Jamie just said it. You're not meant to. You just push the wax in
not with
further.
a
No,
Q-tip.
you're
You're not meant to use it with a Q-tip because the
What are you meant to
Q-tip
use?
could.
Well, he does it with a Q-tip.
I'll tell you my strategy.
Yeah,
I use
because
a
it
bobby
gets me
pin in the
off.
shower.
I get the
do it then.
I use a bobby pin in the shower. So bobby pin the top.
Bobby pin?
Didier's already spilled.
Mate.
I'm telling you, Didier's going to be 45 minutes
You
in this podcast and going to sleep.
I am.
Both of you.
Or did he?
No, hang on.
bro.
Oh, he's definitely something.
Wait, a bobby pin. So the bobby
I've got a
pin,
fingernail.
the little.
I use my finger too. Just
No, I'm all for the risk of perforating the eardrum for slightly more clean ear holes.
I don't think it is.
Doing
It just
damage,
pushes
man.
it in.
Doing damage.
It's too big.
Doing
No,
damage.
you gotta get it in the center and you rotate.
Unless you've got
No,
a
you're
big
doing
ear
damage.
hole, it's too big.
That's
You-
chat.
you-
Will's
doing
got some pretty
damage.
big ears. I don't know.
It's way too big.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
chat.
know.
You are chat.
I'm chat.
Yeah.
From you,
I'm retracting the mummy's boy comment because you can confirm this with Deuce. I'm a full blown house dad.
Hey, really?
Man, I do all the cooking.
Let's hear it, Charles.
I have the dinner ready for her when she
You
comes
can be
home.
a house dad, but still be a mummy's boy. Because you're a house dad in Chelsea, but if you go back to Murrumbina, you're a mummy's boy again.
Well, I'm not going back to Murrumbina.
But if you happen to visit, you're a mummy's
you know
boy
who went
again.
back to Murrumbina?
Fucking Lukey's a
He
mummy's
spent
boy.
a few weeks there.
Yeah, he's
They're renovating the house,
Boy.
but-
That's too funny. We need Vula on here, but
We don't need
Didier,
Vula
what is your love language?
I'd say one of them is probably, I reckon, is time one of them? Like
Quality time.
I reckon quality time and physical touch. That'd be my two ones. I was like spending time together.
Time and touch.
Time and touch, you know? Enough time to enough touching, yeah.
I think quality time is a lot of girls.
Yeah.
I like the quality.
Charles, you got chocolate
I'm like
all
a
in your
chick.
beard. Every
Wait, there's
strand.
7 types. So there's
7.
activity, appreciation, emotional, financial, give me cash, intellectual, physical, practical. There's the 5 original and then the 7 new.
Let's go 5 original. 7's too many. 7's,
5 original. The 7 new is
Got to
shit.
catch them all.
7's modern.
Cash.
Cash, no.
Cash money. Cash.
What are the
7
5
new is
original?
shit.
What are the 5 original?
I don't know. Fuck it. I'm over
It's
it.
Doesn't matter.
service,
Let's move on.
time, fucking, yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's all right.
Just real quick. We made a mistake and didn't order enough beers. And now we've ordered more beers. And
What's our ETA?
the ETA, the order's on the move. Kesavan D is one stop along the way. This guy looks like he's killed someone before.
Has he got a teardrop?
He hasn't got a teardrop, but he looks like he's murdered somered
Should one of us go downstairs and answer the door?
What's the point?
Yeah, I know. So I've given. What do you mean? What's the point?
the point of this story?
That we've Uber Eats a slab of beers to the podcast.
We're all right.
Yeah,
You all
we're
right?
good? I thought it was going to be a bad ending to the story.
No, well, I can continue the story.
Yeah, tell the
Without
story.
you interrupting me. What's wrong with you? You okay?
What's wrong with you?
All right.
We've got a 3-hour podcast, mate. Let me drag out the fucking story, mate. All right. I've given a client downstairs, Vivian Duong.
Shouts out.
Shouts
Queen.
out.
Love Vivian. I've given her my ID to pick up the slab and bring it up here. Health and fitness brand, Melbourne Strength Culture, DM for coaching.
DM for coaching.
Health and fitness is multifaceted.
Before we
Getting litty sometimes is part of being healthy.
it's actually a really good. Mackenzie Baker touched on that. There's many facets.
Social
to
health.
that are more than just your body composition and,
And
your performance in
macros
the
and
gym
all that
and
shit.
all that sort of stuff.
Me
One
spilling
of those
cocktails is part
facets
of it.
is beers.
getting litty.
Not the amount of beers the Bouz drinks.
Hang on.
It's rosé that Bouz drinks.
Oh, no. Let's scale it back, all right? Maybe in the last few weeks I've come off like a little bit of a degenerate because I enjoy the silly season year round.
Christmas spirit.
It's Christmas spirit. I just love saying
You're not
it.
festive,
There are
Charlie.
a couple
Charlie-
factors with you that have happened in the last few weeks that have warranted a bit of a extra in the enjoyment,
Extra consumption.
lifestyle factors. But I've also got to let you know, as a friend, sometimes you're a piece of shit.
That's right.
I'll take
I
that.
got to tell you.
No,
I'm just
I'll
gonna let
take
you know.
that.
That's right.
Just so you know, because you know that's how to have a slippery slope. You keep slippery, and you know your mates just fucking pull you back a couple.
You
of
do.
notches.
Stop you from sliding away.
One of the multifaceted points of fitness is getting slippery.
Slippery.
Cheers to fitness.
Wait, we're going down those water slides in Frankston.
Hang on.
100%.
I need to take control of this potty for a second. We are 18 minutes in. We are not going to make 3 hours, but
We're not.
we will. But we're
I don't like to.
Hang on, that is a shit attitude.
I don't like the
let him
attitude.
go, let
man.
him
What I'm
go, let him
saying,
go. Boss
what I'm
man wants to
saying is,
talk.
I just
Boss
looked
man.
at that wheel and I had the spin already, like the little slow down. But we have our first spin happening in 2 minutes, so we've got to explain what happened and then also discuss what some of the people's favorite podcast was. I think the most shared podcast was either Chicken Liver Parfait.
Yeah.
Angus Part 2 got a lot of mentions.
Chicken liver
Chicken Liver Parfait was when I came back from Europe and we sort of just caught up and had a... I personally think that was my favourite as well.
I can't even remember.
Honestly, can't remember it.
I remember talking about chicken liver parfait. I don't remember the rest of the
Me neither.
the conversation.
Yeah. So that was one.
All I know is I reckon chicken liver parfait would be chat.
It's chat.
But apparently it's
Fucking
like
is
a
chat.
French cuisine, like it's a nice.
As we learned from the Liver King, unless it's TRT, the whole thing doesn't matter.
yeah,
So
liver is not king.
the whole thing
liver
doesn't-
is a joke.
Liver is a joke. Yeah. You know,
The
how
taste
we,
is
you know
true.
how we used to talk about chicken being a weak animal and you
Yeah.
don't eat the chicken
I eat
gizzards?
chicken.
Yeah.
Love chicken.
They're all weak animals.
Yeah.
Even the Liver King's a weak
Even
animal.
the-
unless the animal's on TRT, it's not worth injecting in your ass.
Yeah.
So that was probably one. I think
Angus Part 2.
Angus
Got a lot
Part
of
2,
mentions.
which I think was your favourite.
Angus Parts was my
Is
favourite
it
as well.
Angus,
I
is,
really liked it.
He's just the way he thinks about everything. He's just he takes it to a different level.
And I think definitely something that was very clear from that podcast was just his passion for what he
Yeah,
does.
his
His
passion. That was what
ideas.
did it for me. Like the first one, because the first one was the first time I met him in person, and then
was
the
intense.
The second one,
He yelled
first
a
one
lot.
intense. Yeah, but
He said he was very nervous on the first
could-
one.
I think
yeah,
you
no,
see it was a little
fair
bit
enough.
nervous, yeah.
But the first one, I was like, man, this can't. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't
all
say
right.
the C word.
No,
sorry.
if it doesn't
Come on,
come out
man.
aggressively,
Nah,
I've forewarned the boys. I don't want aggressive swearing, so you can't
Yeah.
just reach
So-
across the table and tell someone to shut the fuck up.
It was
but
what
if you
was
say
beeped out
if
in
you
the
say,
podcast.
"Hey man, can you shut the fuck up?" That's fine. Like,
people
it's
think
a
so
loving.
real quick, just whilst we're on that, so it's emphasising the U in FUCK. So instead of being fucked, fuck. so it's that.
It was the
It's that. Now, the bit that you beeped out with Charlie telling me
The last minute.
it was me. I'm gonna give an example of what I did. I said,
So-
"Hey, you shut the fuck up." That's literally what I said. That's what I said.
So what I said was it just got one bleeped out.
That's
what I shouldn't have said.
It's a quote. It's a quote.
It's a quote. It's a quote. It's allowed to be quoted.
It's a quote. So in quotation marks, it was in quotation marks.
it was such fucking man.
That's what it
Quotation
was.
marks, you're a fucking idiot.
But Jamie beeped it. He beeped the fucking.
Because I got
mouth part.
PTSD.
I know, that's fair enough. That's more than fair enough. But you beeped the fucking mouth part, and I've had, I reckon, 10 people ask me, Charlie surely said something that was like
Yeah.
so far down there like just anything. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, no.
It wasn't even that bad.
He just told his mate to shut up.
It was just too aggressive.
But it was,
I'm not.
no,
it was
no,
the
no.
tone. It was the tone.
I'm not saying that Jamie shouldn't have beeped it or cut it out.
Just
or
so everyone
whatever.
knows, it was the tone.
Just so everyone knows, that
cleared it up.
Charlie didn't say something really bad.
No,
it was the tone.
We probably
it was
said worse
aggressive.
things in the podcast that stayed in.
Correct.
Because then if you snap back to me,
Tone matters, man.
if you
Tone
snap
matters.
back to me, I'm like laughing. We're all like it was clearly like a joke.
Yeah.
You
Nah.
shave fucked me in.
Tone matters. But Angus, yeah, he was nervous in the first one, and he was pretty aggressive in that first one.
Honestly, I left that first one. I was like,
You left it being like, am I an idiot?
yeah, no, I was like, because he was talking and yelling, and I'm like, what is going on here? The second one, he was so different.
It was unreal.
He was way better, and but he's just the thing with Angus, and I love. He doesn't just like it's philosophy.
It's the Greek stuff, isn't it? You
Philosophy.
love that ancient
Philosophy.
Greek talk.
He doesn't just. It's not fucking sets and reps and fucking what's optimal and this.
It's
It's like
Aristotle of strength and conditioning.
he's the Aristotle. Angus Bradley is the fucking Socrates, true Socrates. But
Socrates.
he takes things and thinks about them more deeply.
Yeah, he's
I like it.
he's an asset to the industry and an asset to Melbourne strength culture as well. But
And
let's spin this wheel and let's get the first one going. So Donnie's going to Donnie's going to spin this camera. Can you get some of the bar in that shot as well? Does it work, Donnie?
We've already got the bar before.
Nah,
This
we'll get a bit of
cocktail is
everything.
unbelievable.
Yeah, this
It's
cocktail
actually
is mad. But we're going to spin this wheel. As you can see, there's probably about 25 people that have I'm hoping Deuce wins. I want Deuce to win. Come on, Deuce. Let's spin this wheel. It's spinning. Who we got? This is for $100. Thanks to Three Kings Wealth Management. Simon Brooker.
Come on down.
Simon Brooker.
Give him up.
Simon Brooker just won $100.
$100 coming your way.
Courtesy of Three Kings Wealth Management.
Cold hard cash malaka.
Yeah, he's one of your ex-clients, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good man.
Also, fun fact, went to school with the one and only Jeremy Borzillo.
Oh, really? I would love to hear Jeremy Borzillo early day stories. So, what was Jez like, the brick at
He's a
school?
guitar fiend.
Was he?
He was a guitar
He would have
fiend.
been in the
band.
Yeah, in the band.
In the band.
Yeah, rocking it out.
That's
I've had
it.
Jeremy's name written in his program wrong.
Yeah, I looked at it
Borzillo.
yesterday. I walked
Hasn't changed like 4 years.
He's been here for like 4 years.
I was talking to Charlie
Fucking hell,
yesterday,
Charlie.
and I looked over his shoulder. I'm like, Borgzillo?
See, the thing
That is
is,
definitely not a
Christian
G there.
Woodford
Used to-
back in the
used to call him Borgzillo.
because Jez used to make a feature all the time on Woodford's stories. He'll be like, "Here we have Jeremy Borgzillo," and then obviously Charlie just thought that's how his name was
Borgzillo.
spelled.
You know,
and
when
then
someone says something enough, it just says Borgzillo.
and then it hasn't changed though.
I honestly don't think Jeremy cares.
I don't think
at
he
all.
cares. No, he
Woodford,
doesn't at all.
Woodford loves throwing.
Yeah.
What does he call you? Vasulio?
Vasulio, Bootsiotis, Athanasios.
Actually, Jack. No, he says Christian Woodford's episode was it got shared by Jack Hardman. Shouts out Jack for making a big change to his diet this week in the Discord.
All right, we've got to give Jack a big lesson here. Pendulum swings.
Yeah, well, let's talk.
You've swung from eating Maccas every day to like now it's carrots and cucumber. And,
Yeah, it's like so healthy. I'm like,
we're
man,
going to swing
settle
it back
down.
a little bit because I'm worried.
Mate,
about
we're going to go context. Can you read out what? So in the Discord, we have a few channels. One of them is nutrition. Underneath nutrition, we have nutrition chat, which is actually like discussions.
It might have been in Hectic Eats.
No, it was in Hectic Eats. So it started on like a Tuesday at like 7 a.m.
clean these.
Similar to Bouz entering McDonald's and having a little bit of a licorice all sorts in the double cheesy and a
licorice also.
yeah. I'm actually slightly drunk already, but.
This podcast is going to wrap up in an hour.
Absolutely. Bouz, Jack Hardman, for some reason, shared a pizza at 7 a.m.
That was intense,
on the front seat of his car. And I was like, man, what?
I had to double check the time. Like, bro, is it actually 7 a.m. and you're posting a large pizza for yourself?
But then the rest of the day, it was like Hungry Jack's at 11, Macca's.
No, I've got it here. I've got it
All
here.
right, here we
All
go.
right. So,
Like before we say, they talk about those like The Rock has a cheat day. And he had 18 cookies. This is even better. Like, just listen.
I'm just throwing my head back and seeing
that's
that
good. He
leak
put
in
his
the roof
cholesterol
over there.
levels
That's no
up
good.
as well. So it was all sweet. Here we go. Here's a day of Jack Hardman. We love ya.
We do love you. He's an asset to the Discord.
We have to spar at some point.
Shadow. Did you see the shadow boxing post he put up
I
last
did,
night?
and it was unreal.
Yeah, very funny.
All right, sausage and egg McMuffin ×2, 4 up and go energize, 1 protein shake, 5 by 250ml energy drinks. Megarang hot and spicy by 1. Barbecue cheeseburger and chicken royale with a frozen Coke. I love it.
And also, he listed the calories for every meal. It was like 900 calories.
Here as well. Avo penne pasta. Kristen cream. I think that's a
Krispy Kreme. It's a crispy.
Kristen cream.
Unless it's
Kristen cream.
Kraft
Different in
chicken
Sydney.
tenderloins and potatoes, pumpkin, 5,376 calories. Wait, I won't bother with. No, actually, I'm not going to read that.
If you want to find that out, get in the Discord.
Get in the Discord. So, yeah, this is just.
That was his day.
Look, there's a few other days in here. Anyway, he's obviously done the 180.
So I
Respect.
I tried to navigate watching that day of eating in Hectic Eats, and I was like, "Oh, hey man, is this a normal day?" Like, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm like time pause
On the road a lot
Yeah,
for
on the
work.
road a lot." And I know he's got a young family and
Trying
stuff.
to get
like,
calories in.
yeah, he trains hard, he works hard, and all this sort of stuff. I'm like, hey, and then I was like, so I went after the energy drinks. I'm like, anyone drinking 500ml energy drinks a day?
250.
250,
Don't-
whatever.
don't-
I can't finish one Monster Man, let alone 4.
Yeah, but you're
You're drinking. So the 4 small ones are
4
2
small
big
ones.
ones.
Okay. Yeah.
So
It's 2 cans.
So I put my coach hat on and I said, I've got to attack the lowest hanging fruit here. That's the easiest to change. I said, why do you think you need so many energy drinks? And he said, I'm struggling with like energy throughout the day, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, have you looked at what you're eating, man?
I would love to eat like that for a little bit.
Oh, man, it would be piggery.
you get
Today,
it out of
we'll
your
do it.
system.
I said a little bit.
Absolute piggery.
Like we went.
Yeah, settle down, Charlie.
Bouz and I went and had like 2 Thursdays ago. We went and had KFC, Chelsea Heights. We sat in the restaurant and ate.
It is a
Respect the
restaurant.
chef.
I'd hope so.
They're
Respect
restaurants.
the chef.
They're restaurants. They are restaurants.
I think our barista is standing up for the drinks. Yeah.
Is he a barista now?
No, he's everything. He's the
a
magic
barista.
man. He's gonna take his shirt off halfway through and do a fucking. He's
I'm
also a fireman. Woo!
Give me 15 minutes. I reckon my shirt will get off as well.
But shouts out Jack Hardman because he did make a big change.
No, he's killed it, and he sent me like it's actually this is a proper meal prep and that.
Yeah.
But he
big
sent me
meal
a
prep.
DM. He goes, funny why I chose wraps. He goes, it's old Italian guy I worked with
Malacca?
when I was an apprentice. I used to think he was a goose, full setup smorgasbord each and every day, made the maddest wrap rolls, full choc wog boy style. Now I realise he was just a pioneer. So much versatility. Man,
Options.
100%.
Options.
100%.
Jack Hardman. Where did he come from?
He's from Sydney. Where'd he come
The
from?
areas, brother.
No,
Aries.
he's coached by Nexus. He's been following our YouTube
Yeah,
podcast
he's
for a
following
while.
us.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a few people in the Discord that are more active that we've gotten to know.
And shouts out
Like
Jack Hardman.
O'Dilly.
Always loved my basketball recaps.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it.
He was the one
Jack
that pushed
Hardman.
for it more than anyone. Yeah.
But
O'Dilly is another
as much as I love you, Jack Hardman, we need to punch on one day. That's it. We need to punch on.
Was likes physical touch.
to the chin. To the chin. We could probably navigate this though to some sort of constructive conversation here.
Let's talk about nutrition.
Would be navigating the silly season. Let's actually provide
Pendulums.
some.
Go hard. Simple as that. Just go
Yeah,
hard.
I think that's the most important thing is actually just enjoy the spirits.
The pendulum
all right.
swings.
I'll talk about my strategies because, as Charlie alluded to, I've had a fun silly season over the
Too
last.
fun.
Your silly season
started in
started in
November.
spring,
Yeah.
mate.
October silly season.
Your silly season came through spring racing carnival.
It's 4 months of the year.
Oh, I
it's not a
just
silly
love the
season.
horses. Oh, fuck, I've
do it for the sport.
never watched a horse race in my life.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. We went there for feathers, but I'm just not a guy. I'm just not into it.
Not a horse guy?
Not a
horse
guy.
guy.
Not a racing
I
guy?
appreciate the athleticism of the horses.
They are bigger than
They
you
are
think.
animals, like they are proper animals.
They're literally animals, yeah.
I'll tell you one of the funniest. I'll tell you one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You know, like the idea of like a horse cock, like it's a big like. Wait. There was when they walk around before the race.
Yeah.
Their dicks are full blown swinging in the yard. They just walk around and it's like
their cock out. Like,
no, I've never experienced it before.
When
It is-
you walk naked, does your dick swing?
no, but
Yeah, because you wear pants, that's
different.
why.
It's different when it's a
you walk
2 foot.
around naked at home.
Were you naked? Were you
When you're naked, you go from the bathroom to the bedroom, you'll be naked. Your dick swings.
100%.
Dick swings.
Yeah, so
Nah,
but
it's too far, bro. We're
swings.
talking about horse cocks.
It swings.
Settle, man, come
it
on.
swings. And it almost claps on their rib cage. It's something else.
It's a pendulum.
So, Charlie, go. So you don't like the horse racing?
No, I had a fun day at the. We went cranberry.
Did you win any
races
money?
for the- Nah. That's
I won on the last
That's why you
race.
don't like it. If you won, you'd love it.
Even like when we go to the pub. We'll go to the pub with the boys.
Trackside.
Like me and Jamie and our high school mates.
Trackside sucks. Yo, man, come on. Why are you going to watch fake horses?
I really
What's
try.
wrong?
Because they run faster and more consistently.
I understand it. I get why people love it.
The thrill.
I get the thrill. I get it. I do get it. I've
Like
been
gambling or horses?
the whole thing. Gambling.
gambling.
It's gambling.
I think it's gambling and
I don't know
alcohol.
if it's the horses.
It's gambling.
It's the thrill of potentially winning money.
Yeah, and the high and the dopamine rush. But
Oh,
it's just not for me. I'm betting at the Cranman race. I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. Start drinking.
Give me another chicken burger.
Yeah, me and Brooksy were just eating chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers. I enjoy it. The night before that, we went to the casino. It was the first time I went to the casino to play blackjack. And
We did go.
my personality in that dark room where there's no sunlight, no clocks, no nothing, I could spend 6 days there, I reckon, and just go.
When I was about 18, 19, I used to go to Crown a few times and play a bit of blackjack. It was good fun.
Yeah?
Like, it's like upstairs, they've got like the mad dogs putting big money, but then downstairs, it's
Nah,
like...
you want to be with the DJs.
Where are the plebs, mate?
DJs 10, 15, 20 bucks at a
I like
time.
the sound of that.
You want to be
mad.
with the DJs.
It was good fun.
The first time I went to Crown, 18, for my birthday, I had dinner.
got kicked out.
No, I didn't get kicked out.
I was going to say it quickly, I'm definitely litty.
You're Liddy?
I'm litty.
Yeah.
Dids are 33 minutes in.
No, I went there,
committee.
18th birthday. I went to have dinner. One of the boys, I'm like, here's $50. Go chuck it on red. And he lost it. And then I never gambled
was it.
again.
That was it.
Yeah.
See, my claim to fame is I'm still up on Crown. I went like 3-4 times. I'm in profit. I'm never going back 'cause I'll lose it.
Fuck
I want
the
to stay in
Packers.
profit to them.
My betting days.
They've taken like $10,000 off me from that buffet upstairs. So they're in
You
profit.
love a
really.
buffet,
I
don't you?
love a buffet.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, the buffets. We went to the
Conservatory?
That one, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It was mad.
It's mad.
Man, I ate
So
so
good.
many oysters. Oysters, prawns, all the seafood, all the expensive shit that I don't
great.
normally get.
Yeah, you got to rort them.
You got to raw them.
You got to raw them when you got the
Go on there,
chance.
Rort them.
I reckon people look at you.
What do you mean?
I feel like you're the big
You
guy.
get judged.
You're going, big guy.
Big guy coming to take out the buffet.
I was down at the Peninsula Aquatic and Recreation Centre the other
Where you
day, and
gonna look
everyone
at? I'm telling
left
ya.
and right.
I'm telling you. Yeah, Peninsula Aquatic Centre. We're definitely going down the slides.
Oh, how'd your first swim go, boys?
Shit house. No, it was good.
Did you drown?
I did.
You nearly drowned.
No,
his shit went shit house.
How'd yours go?
Fantastic.
No, he's,
I didn't know you had
Ian Thorpe.
Mate, Michael Klim over here.
Hang on, yeah, no, we're going to talk about Michael Klim, Choc Klim,
Cypriot Michael
the
Klim.
Choco Klim.
This is a good segue 'cause I'll talk about myself. I'm happy to.
Which you love.
There was also, I love that. But there was a question in the Discord about hidden talent, so we could go there. So I'll remember.
Hang on, this is the hidden talent. I didn't know that you had a junior record of some sort.
St. James, regional Catholic school.
Regional, it's fucking Bentley.
I don't know. I feel like I said it in the name. I think I've missed
You're just making shit up now, man.
I think I'm making
You
shit up.
fucking withdraw something.
all over me. Wet regional. It's like
I don't know. I feel
Country.
like not regional. They said something else. I don't know. I feel like there's something in the name.
This is funny.
Anywho,
Charles, you got a little.
I
A bit of chocolate on
distracted
my
me.
face.
You guys are right.
I got chocolate.
I'm
on my
talking
face.
here, mate.
Fuck you.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. Anyway, I won the breaststroke, and I had the breaststroke record. Also at States, we won the relay. I was also breaststroke in that.
So you were the breaststroke.
I was the breaststroke.
You were the
guy.
breaststroke.
I was the guy.
What age are we talking?
15.
Is that because you're hypermobile? You get the shoulders through more range of motion?
Get the hips.
Get the hips through more range of motion.
Through more range. Man, I could touch the ropes. My legs
Absolutely.
just get out there.
Breaststroke.
Freestyle, I could never just get there. But anyway, I was a swimmer.
Apparently, freestyle's not called freestyle.
What's it called?
It's called front crawl.
Yeah,
Is
I've
it?
heard that. But I feel like
Freestyle is so in the Olympics. I don't know. I could be wrong here. This is what I was reading in the comment section on YouTube. I don't know how correct
how are you going to use that?
We love the
All right,
dumpster
that's
fire.
what I'm referencing. I'm referencing the comment section on YouTube.
Have you got a PMID for
And
that?
I'm happy. I'm happy to be told I'm wrong here. But front crawl and then freestyle, you can actually use any stroke you want.
You can. It's that's
You just
correct.
do it. Just do it.
Yeah,
That's
but
correct.
you use front crawl because it's the fastest.
I think it was
So
actually
you
also.
could, but you won't. Like,
Yeah.
really.
It was the fastest for the turns as well. I
Yeah.
think it was
Yeah,
something
'cause you
to
can
do
reach
with
into a tumble.
Yeah, it was something to do with the tumble.
The
So-
tumbles give me anxiety at the moment. So
you
I'm
doing
still
the tumbles?
I was for the
mate.
for the first 200 and the last 200 I was doing
I wasn't tumbling anything. I was having a 10-second break in the turn.
So my breathing
Trying to get
isn't
some
there
oxygen
just
in.
yet. The breathing, I'm still just getting used to it again, but I feel like I'm suffocating at certain points. So I just get the turn real quick,
Like
get
a
the breath
walrus.
in, and then just go through it.
So you mentioned yesterday when you were a kid, you reckon you held your breath. Were you holding your breath as a state fucking swimmer?
Yeah, well, it's 50 meters.
As
I
you-
could hold my breath for. We used to do lung busters. I don't know if you remember.
Lung buster.
So
No.
lung buster
Yeah.
was so you would dive in the pool and you'd try to go the furthest distance you could underwater before.
Oh, I used to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I could hit a 50, which was big. I could hit that, but they stopped doing it after a child died.
Oh,
yeah.
that got morbid.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but they stopped.
did
They
they
stopped
die?
doing it. How do you think? You shouldn't
drowned,
hold your breath
man.
under the water.
We shouldn't laugh.
No,
But
you should.
I know. No, I know.
No,
I'm like,
we're laughing
you
at the how do you think?
You just pop up.
Well, man,
that-
they're
pushing,
I,
yeah.
I swear that there was some points. There was some things. If you're competitive,
Yeah, you just keep
if
going.
you keep going.
Yeah.
And
Surely
there
there's-
was some points that I would push, and I'd be like, "Why did I do that?" Like I'd finish it. I'm like, "Why did I push that hard?
Yeah.
This could have ended badly." Like badly. Anyway, that happened. But anyway, lung busters, 50 meters. I don't know how I got onto the lung busters.
Well, the Olympians
Breathing.
don't. The Olympians do the
breathing.
full 50 like without a breath.
yeah,
Just so they keep their
one
hand
breath.
underwater the
Yeah,
whole
they just
time.
go.
Yeah,
Just
so
go.
and that was something we would do as well. So if you were doing anything, the longer you could go without a breath, it's less time. It's more aerodynamic. It's better.
No turning your head,
aerodynamic,
yeah.
It's efficient.
aquadynamic. I don't know, but you're going through the water and you're able to cut through a little bit better without having to turn your head. So yeah, you just hold your breath.
The reason it's hard, and I'll tell you why it's hard. Because I did it the other day.
Big swim guy over here.
No, because the other day, because you got a limited time to get the oxygen in. So you're doing, for me, I'm not fit.
Charlie can't turn his head. His trap's too big.
Traps.
I think you need a bit more rotation.
I'm
Charles.
Too much neural tension.
Every time I turn my head, I get a shooting pain down my arm.
And I just want to get out of the pool.
I'm gassing out, and you've got this little window to get the oxygen in.
My
and then
pinky
you're back
goes
there.
numb.
Put your head forward.
It's hard. It's actually, no, it is. It's
Charlie, can you actually talk us through though? How was your swim?
It was good. What did you
hit? What did you hit?
850s. I did 8 50 meters with a 60-second rest. A couple of them I did breaststroke.
Why'd you do that? Just to give you
It's easier. Survival stroke. Head up, out of the water. Look for hazards. No, I remember. I remember my.
Look for hazards in the Frankston pool.
Yeah, not for hazards.
Any
but
knives?
Frank,
Any
didn't you-
knives
didn't you
coming
do-
at me?
Didn't you do your survival technique
I know what you mean.
in primary school?
Any Eshe lads in the pool with me?
Yeah, so lads. So I did that. I'll be better next week.
Bouz, if you were to go to Lungbuster right now, how far are you getting?
Oh, 25 minutes.
Let's do a lung buster next week.
I reckon I could do 20.
I want to come breathe doing freestyle. I want to do that.
Charlie will drown if he does that.
Nah, so I figured it out. Not really, but the first swim I would like. It's very hard to regulate pace. So you know how we talk about people going for like a zone 2 run or a steady state run.
Yeah.
It's like just go slow. So easy to go slow if
bike
you can
and running.
stop being like a malaka really with it. It's like
Yeah.
you tell so many people just go slow, go slow. It's like,
And then you're in the pool and you're
they're
like,
still going fast. It's like they end up getting it, and it's much easier than the swim. The swim itself, because you're so focused on the skill and the breathing,
Everything
and
else.
everything else. It's so hard to
Regulate your
regulate pace.
You also
and
sink.
if you go too slow.
you sink, you sink, and I don't think you're kicking hard enough. So
Yeah,
what
but I
I
can't kick hard enough. I'm gassing out.
because my neural tension.
I'm
paralyzed.
yeah,
from the
yeah.
next
Shooting pain.
So the
in my
key's more
feet.
legs, less arms.
more legs.
Chocolate in your beard again.
Oh, honestly, I don't give a
Burped
shit.
into the microphone.
Happens every time.
I just burped involuntarily. Sorry, guys.
I have to go back for the pause and everything, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, the pause.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
edit, but not the burp.
No, I'll get that. But yeah.
All right, moving on.
No, but hang on. Keep going. It's tough to regulate your speed and tempo.
Yeah, so the legs.
Yeah, more
shit.
legs.
Yeah, I was interrupted now. I forgot my
Fix.
point. Move on.
Fins.
Fins.
We're getting some. You're on the mic, Paul. You can talk.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, fins. They'll keep you more buoyant, especially for you if
A
your
pool
legs
boy
sink.
as well, I
Pool
heard.
boy and fins, and
Yeah.
then that way you just focus on your arms. You don't have to.
Right. I gotta
worry
get a
about
pool
your-
You
boy.
actually focus on swimming.
Yeah,
Focus on swimming.
I read
Not-
that in the
not
hybrid
drowning.
athlete for the heavier strength athlete, a pool boy, which sits between your legs, it keeps you more buoyant, so you can just
Take it
focus
easy, Mr. Heavy Strength Athlete. Over here.
on it. Mate, I'm number
You
2,
are
silver medalist.
pumping your own tires.
Silver medalist.
I was at the Frankston pools. biggest there. Where else were you the biggest?
but slowest.
He definitely was.
No, can you actually talk us through? Because you said this story in the confines of our office over
yesterday.
there. But can you tell the people?
All right, so Bouz and I had so the thing with swimming, and especially, and I messaged my brother as well to ask him how he went with his first swims.
Oh, busy here. Busy here.
Same
piss
thing.
break
He said- So I had a massive lap pump. Bouz said shoulder pump. So we came out of the pool like we are ready.
No, the pump is
crazy.
insane. And the day prior,
Is it optimal?
we had both done wide grip
I don't know.
pull-ups, which is they're definitely not optimal.
They don't work your lats, man.
They don't work your lats. Anyway, I got in the pool.
Definitely not
I
getting
was
those.
swum the week before. I had no lat. I just had a delt pump. This time, the day post doing pull-ups, I felt like I was going to get a bilateral lat tear in the first 25 meters. Like it was the most, like it wasn't enjoyable. Like it was definitely muscular, but I'm like, this hurts. Like this really hurts.
It hurt.
But I was also G'ing up at how much my lats were sore from doing wide grip pull-ups the other day. And I was like,
You were feeling yourself.
so I was like, only two that are heavier than 90 kilos, and we're both wearing. This guy is wearing budgie smugglers.
But it's too small for
with
him.
like pineapples all over him. I'm wearing
Man, pineapples are the swinger
Lemonades,
fruit.
lemonades,
Yeah.
lemonades.
Lemonades, thank you.
Signal
They're
me.
called pink lemonade. They're pink lemons on purple budgie
Yeah,
smoothies.
so they look great, but we've not only got delt and lat pumps, but we're confident.
Strutting a little bit. Strutting a little bit.
Because we know we've got the pump,
And-
we walk through like
And tanned.
and tan. Oh,
I'm
don't
not
forget the
tanned.
tan. And then we're walking through like, hey, with our biggest here, huh? yeah. I did a K of swimming. It was a good time.
It was also look the demographic. It was a lot of kids, middle-aged people, like
two Chocs.
mums, dads,
And then you guys.
more older, 40, 50, whatever, and then just us two. There was a couple younger people. There was a squad going on. They were swimming fast. I was watching them. They were efficient in the water.
You got to go bootleg some of their lessons. Just go keep an ear out and see what their coaching cues are.
busy here.
Yeah, we're going to take a
Mad.
break, and then we're going to spin the wheel.
And I got to do a week.
Welcome back to Melbourne Strength Cultures Podcast. Number one in the hearts, number one in the charts, the number one health and fitness podcast in all of Australia. We're about to spin the wheel. Courtesy shouts out Three Kings Wealth Management for sponsoring today's episode and also sponsoring the Wheel of Fortune. We've had Simon Brooker take home $100 already.
Shouts out.
Up next, though, who have we got? Donnie, spin that shit, man.
Dun, 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 dun,
I almost spit my beer
dun,
out. That was...
dun. Michael Racky! It's Racky! It's Racky! He's done it!
Michael Rakic. Well
That's a
done.
good win. That's a big win.
Oath.
win.
$100 for Michael Racky.
Well done, Michael Rakic, for winning. Charles, one of your clients. He just
One of my
competed
clients,
at Nationals.
It's a
How'd he
big-
go?
Big weapon. So the thing that people don't know about, or not, they don't know. What would they know? Is he blew he blew his knee out snowboarding in the middle of the year, and he had booked into the JPS comp, and his attitude, he's got such a good attitude around training. I feel that's very similar to us. He's like, it is what it is. We'll do the rehab process. We'll aim for JPS, and whatever I hit, I hit.
Whatever happens, happens.
That
He was. I remember those conversations. He was a sumo puller, but he's like, if I have to do conventional,
Yeah,
I'll
he's
do
just very-
conventional.
Whatever it takes.
Very fluid and very, very, very similar to us. It's like we're just very go with the flow.
He's just a good bloke.
He's a good ripper of a bloke.
I think we definitely see that from people who've done
He's a good bloke,
other
though.
sports for a long period of time. They're
Yeah,
just adaptable.
karate.
He's done karate for a very long time, high level karate, black belt. They roll with the punches.
Do you
a
think
lot.
that is it? Because he's
literally...
he's a black belt in karate, and I look at myself like you boxing. You got fucked up a lot with your shoulders and shit.
I can tell from your CTE,
Footy,
Charles.
like I missed out on a grand final because I got hit in the face. There's a lot of variables.
We need to talk about your king hit.
When
Yeah.
you're in team sports, it's never about you. It's about the team and doing what it takes to win. Whereas because powerlifting is individual sport, if all you've ever done is powerlifting, it's all me, worrying about myself. But when someone's come from a team setting, it's a more focus on. You're not self-focused. You're focused on doing what it takes to win.
Team sports.
I don't
want to.
I don't want to group all powerlifters in that.
No, not all powerlifters
But,
powerlifters
yeah.
are like that.
Diaz,
But I
absolute
think
guy.
if there's definitely a trend. If
Absolutist.
you've played team sports where there's never a focus on you as an individual, it's all about the team. Then therefore they tend to be a little bit more resilient. I'd say for sure.
I think there's something to
Agree.
the idea of building a foundation, like a base, a broad base of just physical qualities,
But also mental. It's a mental
qualities,
quality. It's a mental quality.
and ability to overcome hurdles and all of that sort of
So,
stuff, which
I
comes
did
from
a
a lot of
solo
experience.
sport my entire life, but
Yeah.
I love being in a team. Like, I love the fact that we're in a team, isn't it? But maybe that's different.
The thing is though, with
it's not
with
different
boxing,
because-
no,
special.
with
Nah,
boxing, as much as
One of
much
a
as
kind.
it's a solo sport.
no, it's all right. I'm unique. Don't worry about explaining it.
But no, listen quickly. It's a team sport. It's an individual sport. But you train as a team. And did your coach think you were special or give you special treatment? No.
Nah, he shut my mouth.
100%.
And I
It's the
hated
exact
everyone I
same
trained
thing.
with.
He
But-
literally
It's the exact
punched
same
him in
thing.
the face.
Yeah.
His coach literally punched him in the face.
It
He
is
was
what it is. I think too. I know coming from footy, like the coach shits in your mouth. You do something wrong, they rip you.
They make you
it's
earn the praise.
Yeah, they
You
like
have to
to
earn
rip
the
you.
praise,
You got
yeah.
you get ripped in front of the team. Like there's a
And if
there's a lot of
during training you didn't earn the beers, they'll let you know.
They will 100% let
they
you know.
definitely like. There's a lot of qualities. You know, you're letting your teammates down, or you play really well. It's like there's a lot of good things that you learn. I'm reading a book, or listening to the audiobook called Range, and it's all about how the generalist is actually better equipped to. They have a broader scope on things, so that if you. He uses a lot of chess analogies that like
Chess is mad.
chess is mad, but like they call the the point is range. Expose yourself to different stimulus.
Great point, Charles.
You get
Great point,
exposed.
Charles.
Spray yourself some fucking alcohol.
You get exposed to a range of different stimuli.
Yeah.
You can deal with more dramas.
Hormesis.
Yeah.
We spoke about this the other day, man.
Hormesis.
Hormesis.
Bit of salmonella is
Hormozy.
good for you.
Yep, I had raw chicken yesterday.
We're still here.
Oh yeah, how'd you go with the raw chicken?
I'm here still
How are your
standing.
guts?
Can you talk us through what happened with the raw chicken?
Hormesis.
I'm still standing.
Anti-fragile
So,
baby.
I cooked a couple bits of chicken, and there was just the thicker part had a little bit of pink. Took a bite,
Little
gelatinous.
bit.
A little bit gelatinous.
Oi. This was more pink than white.
I didn't even give it to Harry. I was like, I'm not even giving that to my dog.
Yeah, that was.
If I'm not going to eat it, Harry's not getting it.
That was salmonella.
I think that's a good rule.
If you wouldn't eat it, Harry wouldn't.
I'm not
eat
going to give it to my dog. I think they can have raw chicken though.
Oh,
I think the dogs can have raw chicken anyway. But I was just
all
like,
right, let's go. Marco Rakic. What were we talking about with
Marco
Marco
Rakic.
Rakic?
He hurt himself
He hurt
snowboarding,
himself.
but he
But he
came
rolled with
back.
the punches.
He kept going, and what did he hit?
He won $100.
he won
Did you
$100
win
bucks.
$100?
Most importantly.
He so the first thing we do with anyone like that is we go, well, you're injured, your knee's fucked, you can't squat and deadlift. So what can we do?
What can we do?
So bench press. We're gonna hammer your bench
I
press.
remember him doing high box squats as well.
Yep, and whatever. Obviously, he saw the boys at Evolve Sports Medicine, so we had a plan from them as well. And so whatever he could do. So we did some unilateral training of his good leg. We did smashed his upper body, and then as we could slowly integrate, squats and stuff, partial squats, we brought them back in. We ended up getting a JPS. He hit 9 for 9. I don't actually know if he hit 9 for 9. He hit PR.
I think he missed his last deadlift.
He missed his last. He missed his last. He went 9 for 9 at nationals. He hit PRs was the point, and then he hit PR. And then same thing with nationals. He goes, I'm just going to do it for fun. Don't care. Short turnaround. What happened? He ended up hitting 9 for 9 PRs and everything.
Yeah,
There's something to not that it's not caring, being laid back.
no expectations.
And it's
Kicking back. It's kicking back. It's kicking back.
When circumstances aren't ideal, you still show up, you still do the work, and whatever
Yep.
happens. That's the key
That's
point.
because that's what I would say. I'm exactly the same.
Nah, you don't care.
you just don't care at all, man.
I know nothing.
There's so many underlying jokes from the previous episode, but Charlie not caring about powerlifting was one of my favorites.
I know.
The creatine bit where he was like, I'm better than all of them.
I re-listened to that. That was amazing to re-listen to.
What would I?
We're going to have Paul, though. Paul, what do we got?
Well,
fuck, gotta finish
first
this
up,
one.
we'll
Haven't
just
finished
take
this
it
one.
up a little bit. We're going to go.
Double parked.
I've just had a realization. Paul has every opportunity to fuck this whole thing up and just deal us.
Is that a
shots.
shot?
Rooflin.
Is that a shot?
It's gonna put roofies. Yo, this is Rooflin.
This is a shot.
Yeah.
Oh, mixologist is not getting creative anymore.
Just to change it up.
I could have poured it out of the bottle into the glass.
Give me some
of that.
Get the taste of passion fruit.
What's this? What is this tequila? This one here.
This is an 1800 Reposado. It's actually really good.
Man, he takes you back to being 18.
I bought this tequila because when actually this is a funny story. When Laura and I walked into Dan Murphy's to buy all of this alcohol, there was a woman just standing there from Dan Murphy's at the front. I don't even know if she was meant to do this, but she's like, "Oh, do you guys know what you're grabbing today?" And I showed her the list, and she was just like, and then she just walked us around the store for like 20 minutes, just like, "Yep, here it is." Here it was like we had a little chauffeur,
personal assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaperone.
Man, I'm all for customer service like that. I reckon we should bang this though, just real quick. boy, this.
Salt first, yeah. Salt first. I had a big tequila phase.
Salt drink.
Cheers, boys.
Boy, this.
Donnie, have you got one?
I'll get him one.
Salt first.
Was that a double shot?
No.
Yeah.
Like 1.5.
That was nice.
It's good tequila.
Yeah,
I'm going to give...
Jamie.
not that Jose Cuervo.
I'm
Not
18
bad,
again.
that one.
I'm 18
What is
again.
it? That 1800 Reposado.
I'm Liddy.
Definitely hits the spot.
Look, boys. We've
Charles
made like
Glenn
I gave you a napkin, man. Come on.
I don't care though.
Yeah, I know,
but
but
we
you
care.
look like an idiot.
I don't care.
Don't you care?
I just don't care.
Yeah,
about you.
I just don't care. What's that from?
Wait, did you have any of the salt on your hand?
No, I don't like having too much salt.
I had too much salt. I had like 2 grams of salt there.
too much salt.
Too much salt.
I'm just going to say, we obviously had a little bit of breaks, but we're at the hour mark.
I don't think so. It'll probably take 10 minutes out of that.
Take 10 minutes.
We're at 50 minutes.
We've made it. We've made it. We were worried that we weren't.
We were worried
gonna
that we
make it.
weren't going to make it to an hour.
So
right,
just a
still.
question to Boss Man, Jay Smith. Is this 1 hour compared to the last 1 hour that we had, in terms of appropriateness and amounts of cuts, how are we doing?
Way better.
This has been better.
This is better?
Way better. We needed it. We meant it was a tune-up match.
Charlie said things last podcast knowing that they were going to get cut out.
He would
And
look
he
at me.
He like turned to Jamie and be like, get this one, man.
And then just say
he
something.
was you winding him up.
The listeners just, they don't get it. Jamie and I went, they went, no. No, not that.
I think he's going to go some different
I'm
context.
going to
Yeah.
go different context. Jamie and I went to high school together. So,
Do you remember that you used to help me? Hang on, here's a fun story. Year 12 chemistry, Miss Hubbard's class. Shout out Miss Hubbard.
Stoichiometry.
Stoichiometry.
Yeah.
Charlie was the guy helping me with stoichiometry.
I don't think I've lived up to my potential.
Imagine.
What the fuck is
Charles,
stoichiometry?
you peaked in year 11.
No, honestly, I had a fucking. There was a little bit of something there for methods and chem. I just couldn't be fucked.
Yeah. No, I had the same. I did
There was-
specialist in year 10.
You did spec.
Wow.
Units 1 and 2.
I'm just
Holy
going to give a
shit.
shout out to my little cousin. She's year 11. She just did unit 3, 4.
What's her
She just-
name? Spitty
Zoe
Zoe
Vlahos.
Zoe Vlahos.
It's my mum's brother's kid. She just did unit 3, 4 biology in year 11. Got a perfect 50.
50.
That's mad.
Mate, I'll shake your hand.
Well done,
I'll
Charles.
shake
the
your
genes,
hand for that.
mate. That's actually.
Yeah, what are you going to show of yourself?
Go the whites. Go the whites.
I did methods and got like a 22. I just sucked at methods. Yeah.
So I did it. I had a teacher that had way too much faith in me. Way too much.
my teacher knew I sucked.
No, I killed it all through high school. And it's like, you know what? You're going to go in advanced math. And then I did it. And like, this is
I
horrendous.
can't believe you did specialist.
Yeah, I was a smart guy. I peaked,
Specialist is full on, man.
no. I peaked between 16 and 18.
What happened?
What happened, bro?
I'll tell you what happened. Boxing.
Yeah.
CTE.
They boxed the brains out of you.
Yeah. I reckon I had a concussion between 18 and 22.
Yeah, just concussed all the time. The oxygen supply to the brain dramatically decreased.
Now,
It is
what
what it
I
is.
did with methods, I knew that my other 4 subjects were good, and you only really need the first 4. So I'm like, methods, I'm not going to worry. I
Yes.
wrote like Elton John lyrics in my exam. I was like, it is what it is.
Oh, you're a tough guy. Yeah, Elton John.
I was doing all right in methods, and then for the first half of the year of year 11,
look great.
and I
Found beers.
no, I broke my arm, and I'm not very good when something in my life just pop.
The cup. The cup.
if the temperature's a bit off.
Wait, hang on. I'll explain it. The cup for Charles is
narrow.
almost full all the time.
Doesn't take much to overflow.
One slight disruption in the homeostasis.
one or two extra drops from anywhere, and that cup's overflowing.
Can't be bothered. So
I don't care.
Yeah, so then I went to general.
man.
After 12 p.m, big dramas.
I went to general, and chemistry was. I feel like I could have done better. I just didn't. I didn't used to take books home.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the what was it? I don't want to say Laffers. Laffers.
I don't want to say what I'll say.
He taught us St. Bede's as well.
Yeah, Laffers had Charlie's.
Oh, that's Raffles.
Nah, there was two. So there was 2 teachers of Salesian. Paul remember because he's a Salesian alumni as well. Rafferty and Lafferty.
No way.
They were both
Rafferty came from
Rappers
school.
and Laffers.
Rafferty went to his school after.
Exactly how you would think those two names would be. Raffers and Laffers.
Hey,
My mates call me Laffers,
Yeah,
and
you're
you're
not
not my mate.
That was
You're not my
unbelievable.
mate.
But yeah, the point of it was that Jamie and I went to school together. So there's still times that when we hang out with the high school mates, I revert.
Oh no, not another one.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I got to slam this one.
All right, Paul, what flavour are we going?
Alcoholic.
So these are the margaritas.
You and me?
you
Cheers to that.
So what flavour margarita?
This is margarita, tequila.
Margarita.
Surely I'll put an Uber Eats into Guzman.
No, we don't need it.
Just chips. We need someone to. I'm going to be on the floor soon otherwise.
Some tortillas.
Tortillas. No, they make potato chips
What
too.
about some Chicago Bus?
Chicago.
Some Chicago burrito?
I want to talk about more entrepreneurial early days.
Man, I haven't even slammed this one.
Yeah.
Put the triple parks now. The point of what I was saying was that Jamie and I went to school together, so there's still high school relationships that sometimes just emerge. Like the other day when I know, I'm going to say something fucked. He's got to edit it, and that's why I do
it's
it.
like it was just hilarious.
That's why I do
Because
it.
you paused for a little while.
Looked at him.
You looked at Jamie a little while. You looked at Jamie, and then you said something so fucked that you knew he was going to edit.
It's the devil and angel. In that moment, the devil and angel are talking to me, and the devil always wins. The devil always wins. The angel's saying, "Don't say." He's got to edit it, and the devil goes, "Nah, say it."
Say it.
Say it. And I'll
The
say
devil
it.
wins.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
I'm a dog.
But let's go a few more early day stories. I want to know more of your entrepreneurial skills in the.
You're a fucking hat dealer.
I didn't know that you were Chicago Bulls.
Cars that had them snapback connection.
Where'd you get the hats from, man?
Alibaba.
Really?
Had that plug. Yeah, so we went there and you get all of them. You get everything. And I used to have some Scucks friends when I was like 15.
Some what? Scucks.
You don't know what Scucks is?
No, this is southeast lingo. We didn't say that in the eastern suburbs.
No, we didn't say that in the southeast either.
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
No. So it was more Dandenong, like
Regional
Noble
St.
Park.
Bede's.
Okay.
Yeah, regional. No. So I had a few friends that would come from the Dingley, Keysborough, Hallam, whatever.
Nice,
St. James.
nice
They're the Scots
areas.
guys.
Nice
Which
areas.
is weird. No, it was just weird because St. James was in East Bentley. And there was a bus that would come
Regional.
straight. Regional.
People
And
go far
shouts
for
out-
Catholics.
Shouts out Jarrell. He's one of my best mates. He's one of my best mates. I love him to death. Funny story about Jarrell. He trained for about literally 3 months here.
And was the strongest person in the gym.
And he benched 160 flat back, like
Just muscle it up.
He was incline benching 140 kilo for reps, and I was like, mate, you've been here for 2 months. What is going on
It
here?
was ridiculous. And we make a joke. So if someone comes here, they play footy, like amateur footy.
We try to retire him,
We try to retire
but
them.
mentally, not physically.
Yeah. So if someone's like, look, man, I'm striving for something, we obviously won't make those same jokes to them. But if they're playing amateur footy, I know they go out on the weekends. I know they have fun.
Taking it easy.
They're taking it easy. I try to make them quit.
They're better off on the sidelines.
Yeah, if they're genetic outliers, I try to make them quit. So if that's you and you're half in, half out with footy, don't forget to DM for coaching.
DM for coaching.
Now, Jarrell was one of
Go
those
for it.
guys, and literally within a month, he was one of the strongest people in a powerlifting gym.
No, he was a freak.
Still running.
And knocked the air bike channel.
Knocked the air
yeah.
bike
beast.
challenge. Still labouring 50 to 60 hours a week. Not labouring. He's a union dog. But anyway.
Don't fucking work.
He works on his own now.
Now he works on his own.
Yeah.
And then he was a union dog.
chatted with him the other
fair
night.
enough. Too many perks. But yeah, so he came in, smoked everyone within like
He's a freak.
2 to 3 months, and then that was it. Where was I going with this?
I've got no idea. I was going to say
Snapbacks.
Snapbacks.
You sold snapbacks, the Chicago snapbacks.
Still don't know how that turned around.
Chicago.
But yeah, anyway, I was selling snapbacks. And, the Scucks friends. That's it.
Jarrell Scucks.
No. Jarrell was from Keezy.
Yeah.
And then
Scucks.
through Keezy, would go to these parties in warehouses and Dandy and whatever else. And there were some Scucks guys, some guys who knew how to crump. What's
the
Do you
definition?
want to show us a crump?
Scucks. I'm not going to show you.
Mate,
crump.
you are speaking a foreign language right
What
now.
is
What the
sucks?
fuck is crumping?
You know what crumping is?
Bro, come on,
That's a
crumping.
you problem.
Well, show us a crump.
I'm not going to show a crump because I don't know how to crump. I could Dougie.
Show us the Dougie. You know how to do the
I'm not
Dougie.
going to show a Dougie either, but I could teach you how to Dougie. And we can do
Crumping, it's a style of dance.
Well, show us, Charles. Come on.
No,
don't
we're
know
not
how to
going to
do
demonstrate. People want to see a shadow box.
I
not
don't move
crump.
out of the sagittal plane.
Yeah, so
Except in the pool.
you'd go to these parties and you'd be like, you know what? These guys have actually got some stees here, some stees that you don't see in East Bentley. And part of the stees was snapbacks.
Nice.
And then I was like, you know what?
Here's the bridge.
Here's the bridge. I'll go to Alibaba. I'll suss it out. We didn't get that legit Mitchell and Ness because they cost about $50. I'll get them for about $13.
I get that Nitchell and
I get
and
that
mess.
and S. I get that
Nitchell and mess.
I get that Nitchell and mess. That Chicago Bulls.
That's Chicago Bull style.
Chicago Bulls.
So I would get that. And the markup, 13. I would look at the OGs, they're about 50. I was about to charge 50. So I go 30.
I'm doing the math.
Easy.
I'm doing that
Mathematics.
specialist mathematics.
You run the numbers.
Margin, 100% markup. It is what it is. So I would get that. And I get that Charlotte Hornets. They were the freshest because that was that blue.
Charlotte Hornets.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Wait.
Blue.
Boys, did you make money? Did you make
Did I
some
make
cash?
money?
Made money, man. He's
Yeah.
charging 7 times the fucking.
It is what it
Did people
is.
buy him? Did people buy him?
Of course they bought it. But I had a drama. I had one drama.
Dramas.
There's big dramas. Remember Obey, the brand?
Yep.
People call it Obi.
Yeah.
Illiterate people at my school. They call it Obi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They didn't do specialist
There's
maths.
no, they didn't do special.
They didn't do special linguistics.
Anyway, I sold a hat to a gang member.
Oi, never get high off your own supply.
I sold it to him. No, I think I sold it to his girlfriend. And then got it to him.
Big dramas.
And he was a gang member. And he knew people that stabbed people. We were 15 at the time. It was Grapha, whatever else. And he's like, nah, this shit ain't real, whatever else.
This shit ain't legit, man.
I'm coming to your school, this, that. I'm like, whatever.
Really?
Yeah. So
It was
the
a proper
story-
threat.
The story
Proper.
gets better. So he used to take photos. They were all the people that would they'll pull their shirt over their face like this, and they'd put the middle finger up or they'll hold a knife in another one. And I knew what the gang was
I
called.
remember those days, yeah.
I knew what the gang was called. So I decided to take a photo with a spoon. I took a photo with a spoon and I pulled a t-shirt over my face and I took the piss out of him. Anyway,
I'm assuming that didn't go down too well.
it didn't go down too well. There was a guy who was like, look, we're coming to your school, whatever else. Anyway, my school had 3 gates. Idiots.
Same piece.
You're never getting in.
No, this is St. James.
Hometown advantage.
So
James.
it had 3 gates, and then someone tells me they're like, "Oh, these guys are here. They're gonna kick the shit out of you. They've got knives."
You got them
I'm like,
Chicagos.
all right, what gate are they at? And they're like, they're at this gate. I'm like, easy. I'm gonna go leave the other side. They're idiots. And I left, and that was the end of that. And then I still made my money, my margins. It is what it is.
Wait, how many hats do you reckon you sold back in the day?
Oh, about 50.
Yeah?
That's about it.
50 hats.
Bit of cash
What
paper.
made you stop?
What made me stop?
Getting stabbed?
Too much heat, bro. Too much heat, too many dramas.
He's got very
fact that
shape.
some
You know
guy
what
wanted to
Biggie
stab
said?
you over a hat.
It's all right. You know what Biggie said? My money, my problems. He made about $500.
We need to, what are the 10, there's a few 10 crack commandments there, but I reckon they would follow along
10 crack
to
commandments.
selling, do you not know the 10 crack commandments?
No.
Tell us.
Oh, come
Oh,
on, man.
never, one.
Don't get
Oh,
high
no,
off your own
there's 10 of
supply.
them. We're not going to have to go through
There's 10 of them, but I reckon
through
they would
them. I'll pull
apply
them up.
here with selling,
I want to hear the 10 crack
they're
commandments.
selling,
I know don't get high off your own supply.
yeah, that's number 4.
Number 4. Number 4.
Never heard this before. Never get high off your own supply. Number 7.
Wait, hold on. You just went from 4 to 7.
Yeah, because Paul's dosed us up with fucking tequila.
I haven't touched this margarita. yet.
This is that
I'm
1800
with
reposado.
Oi, brown liquor makes.
all right.
makes
Are we
punchy.
gonna go-
Riffling.
No, let's go through the 10 crack commandments.
Okay, so
I can't believe we made us do a shot.
Nah, I'm all for it. I love it. Rule number 1: never let no one know how much dough you hold, because you know the cheddar breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up. Get your ass stuck up. All right.
These are a lot of rules.
No, it's 10. It's 10
Wait,
crack
hold on.
commandments.
I can't read out 10 of
commandments.
these. This is going to be a 4-minute snippet.
Surely there's like
Give us one that's good.
Give us
one highlight.
We're in
Number
for a
2,
3-hour
all right.
podcast here.
I won't read the full lines. Number 2, never let him know your next move.
Yep.
Don't you know bad boys move in silence and violence?
That's where you went wrong.
No, I had to get that.
You had to get
Number
them.
3, never trust nobody.
Wait, just
Yeah, I don't
quickly,
trust you, man.
Just quickly, never let them know your move or whatever the fuck it is. Deception, art of war.
Art of war.
Yeah, Shatzak.
That was Charlie at Nationals.
Deception.
Shatzak Cambosis.
We're going to talk about going to the Cambosis fight as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I need a piss.
All right, number 4. I know you heard this.
We've got to do
before.
a roll soon.
Shut up! There's 10 commandments we're going to get through.
We're going to pause this here. Because there's.
Just let me get through the 10.
Wait. Ready? Yeah. We're going to get
Let
to
me
the
get through
10.
the
Then we
10.
need to
Fuck
take
it.
a
Fuck
piss.
Charlie.
Dids and I need a piss.
I didn't
I've got a piss.
We
I've
need
got
to
a
do
piss
this,
as
though. We need
well.
to do one of these ones.
No, that's at 23.
Okay, cool.
I've got a piss as well. So can I just finish the commandments?
Yeah.
Finish
All
the
right,
commandments,
ready?
then we'll
Yeah,
take
yeah,
a
yeah.
break.
Just go number 5.
Number 5, never sell no crack where you rest at.
Were you selling hats?
Yeah, they knew. I was the St. Jimmy's boy, mate.
you s-
Regional high
Yeah,
school.
first mistake.
Yeah, the last sale. Number 6. That goddamn credit, did it. You think a crackhead paying your back shit? Forget it.
I need to make these shorter, man. I'm
it's a song, man. It's a song.
You're part of the TikTok generation. I get it.
You got
7.
TikTok brain.
7. This rule is so underrated. Keep
Instant
your
gratification only.
Shut up. I've got to do these. Just let me finish the thing.
hurry up, cunt. Come
I
on.
didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do
We're going to
this.
pause it again. Quickly, just riff through them.
I didn't want to do this. Can everyone just shut your mouth?
I might edit the whole area out.
Push
No,
the
no, no.
mics away from your mouth. So
Yeah, just stop it. Number 7, this rule is so underrated. Keep your family and business completely separated. I got to say, money and blood don't mix like 2 dicks and no bitch. Here we go. Sorry, that's going to get edited. Number 8, no, I didn't say it. Biggie did. Number 8, never keep no weight on you. Them cats that squeeze your guns can hold jumps too. Number 9, should have been number 1 to me. If you ain't getting bagged, stay the fuck from police.
Number 10. Forget it.
Number 10, a strong word called consignment. Strictly for live men, not for freshmen. If you ain't got the clientele, say hell no. No, wait. Where's 11?
It's 10 crack commandments.
Oh, it's 10.
10, bro.
I don't know.
Isn't it a piss take on the 10 commandments?
No.
Piss break.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
all right,
toilet.
done.
Piss break.
Welcome back to Melbourne Strength Coaches Podcast. Number 1 in the hearts, number 1 in the charts. We are back with a 3 Kings Wealth Management Wheel of Fortune. This is the third of potentially 5. We may only have 4 depending. So Ryan King is up there, who is the elusive 3 Kings Wealth
The
Management.
major sponsor of today's event.
Elusive, yeah.
I thought he was the growth goat.
Nah, but he's elusive
You're
though,
telling me
'cause
that the
he
Ryan
doesn't take on
King-
clients. He's
Ryan
elusive.
King
He's
is
hard
the
to
3
catch.
kings.
He is. He's worth 3 Kings.
He's worth 3 kings.
But if anyone lands on Ryan King, it doubles up the spin for the next
one.
person.
The
So
next one.
I'm actually hoping for Ryan King so someone wins 200
Donnie,
bucks.
let's spin it.
spin that shit, Donny.
Come on, Donnie.
Was this a good idea? What? We're so drunk.
We're very drunk.
Whatever. We
Can we
got.
pull this back again?
No.
Go. Right, and the winner is...
Lambros. Number 1. Alright, number 1.
Lambros is the winner.
Oi, we need the Greek flag from downstairs.
Lambros.
Lambros.
Cheers to Lambros.
Next winner.
Cheers.
I'll drink to that.
Lambros wins $100. Shouts out Lambros.
Lambros.
So, hang on. Who is Lambros?
So Lambros is a monster
He's a
training out
choc.
at Apex powerlifting. Young Greek god, fucking animal with the barbell, just animal in general.
he's actually such a nice guy as well.
He's a
very
choc.
nice guy.
He's a big
very
choc.
nice guy.
Big choc. Big
He's
choc.
the best.
Couldn't believe he messaged me about my little step reel. Couldn't believe that people do 3,000 steps.
Lambros, yeah, working hard in the gym,
He's
working
a
hard
labourer.
at his job as a labourer.
He's a labourer. Labourer's job.
Yeah,
What does he do?
but above all else, he's a Levendi. He's a Levendi.
What does that mean?
It's just, hey, don't ask
Levendi.
questions.
Bro, if you don't know, then you don't know, man. Come on.
Levendi is just like it's a manga.
A munga. There we go. It's a munga. It's a munga.
Again, in Aussie terms, in Aussie slangs, it'd be a sick cunt.
Yeah, munga.
fucking
No,
shame. That's what
munga.
it is.
Leave it at munga. That's fine.
So whatever.
I don't think manga explains it.
it does.
Manga creates more confusion.
It's phasing in. For the listeners out there in Australia, obviously, if someone calls
Australia.
you in
Fucking
Australia,
Australia.
if someone calls you a sick cunt, you know that's a pinnacle.
That's about
That's a
as
high
good as it
praise.
gets.
That's what a Levendi is.
Lambros headbutts the bar at powerlifting competitions.
Aggressively.
And it's mad. And it's so mad. It's passion.
Also,
it's fire.
Lambros is
It is what it
He's
is.
just a fan of powerlifting. He just loves powerlifting, loves the history of
lives and breathes
powerlifting.
it.
Lives and breathes it. Loves Louis Simmons. Loves all the old school heads.
Gets around us.
Just really loves.
Yeah, but he
power-
loves the mad shit.
He loves just the tradition of strength training, getting after it, being a heavy. He's all about it.
He's also-
I think the West Side shit can take a proper hit.
We need to talk about that actually.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about it right now. I think the West Side shit.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, I'm the boss man now. This is my captain. What is it? This is
my captain.
What's
that's
the
one.
captain shit?
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, Captain Phillips.
So it's my ship, I guess.
I'm the captain. Look at me. I'm the captain now. That's the movie.
That's fine.
I actually know what that has been on my to watch list for a long time.
Have you not seen that
No, I
movie?
haven't seen it.
Wait, what movie
Man,
is it?
what's it called?
Is it Blood
Captain
Diamond?
Phillips. Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
I thought it was
is-
Blood Diamond.
Somali pirates.
There's not many. It's almost not that it's like one scene, but majority of the movie is him in the capsule, and it is by himself. If I don't remember correctly,
Who the pirate.
is he by himself?
In the
capsule.
Yeah, with the pirates.
No, he's
As in the filming?
yeah,
Yeah, by himself.
whatever it is, but it's
the pirate or Tom Hanks?
no Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
There's a majority of the movie he's by himself, and it is so intense. It's not funny. You're literally just sucking down tequila over there, Paul.
Full freaky.
Hey, what's this got to do with the price of Lambros?
No, because he's the captain.
He's the
now.
captain
But
now.
Tom.
Lambros is the captain.
Lamros is the captain, and the captain is Captain Phillips.
But we're going back to
West Side.
WestSide Barbell. Let's talk about WestSide Barbell.
No, so he loves the mad shit of powerlifting.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Westside Barbell can take a knock because of conjugate, whatever else. But I think it's more hectic than that because Lambros actually put up a story the other day, and it's not a big fitness account or whatever else. It's just a Levendi.
He's a Levendi.
Manga.
Sick
Levendi
cunt.
is a manga.
Manga.
So he put up a story the other day, and it was something that Westside encapsulates that I love, and now that I'm doing with my own training, I really enjoy. And it's just training with a crew, or training with the boys, or training with the girls, or training with people.
It's a group.
It's just
A
a
group.
team and a group. And it's like I think there are some things, and you can look at Westside, it's like, yeah, all right, drug abuse, toxic masculinity, all this shit, and you'd be like, it sucks.
Equipped.
Not hitting depth on squats. Like all this shit.
It's up
Can't
there.
touch your
up
chest in bench.
Dave off
Got a bit of hay fever.
front kick.
Charles allergic to alcohol, I think.
Yeah, so Dave off front kicking Louis Simmons, all that stuff, and you can look at that and it's a bit like, oh, West Side sucks, but it doesn't. Like it doesn't. There's some
Take
shit.
the good parts.
I think one of the things from WestSide is that I don't know who said it, but one of the guys that came up through WestSide, it's like, unless you were at WestSide Barbell,
Because people will run the conjugate fucking template online, like, oh yeah, I'm doing
Finish the
Westside
point.
training. They're like, nah, unless you were at Westside, you haven't done Westside. Because it's
Yeah.
not about the program. Yeah, the program, whatever. Maybe it's not the best
culture.
approach, but it's about being in the room.
And then it just takes it a step further. It's like, what is the program that's best? Is it the one that's perfect? Is it
I
the
actually
one,
thought about this more.
Is it the one that on paper is mad? Or is
Everything's
it the one
optimized,
that you
yeah.
put in the absolute best
So-
effort? So then it's not just programming on paper, but then it's culture.
It's execution.
Right? And just now, a lot of the shit now, it won't fly in the terms of Westside, but it's not what they did and what in practice and what they were about. Because right now, it probably won't fly. Like, think about the environment. Ohio.
TRT.
1990.
They were all
Bit of
on
TRT.
TRT, I heard.
A lot of TRT.
All on TRT.
yeah.
TRT.
TRT. It's
Low
relative.
test.
It's relative. So now obviously won't fly, but if you're going to extrapolate the point, the principle, it's culture, it's effort.
I thought
what
about
it's
this
about.
more. So
It's teamwork.
It's teamwork.
So
Yes.
obviously Angus taught us about Pythagoras and the subjective and the objective.
Pythagizzy. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, Pythagoras.
Taught us about the subjective and the objective are ultimately two sides of the same coin.
Art and science, baby.
The art and science.
So I
and
thought
shit.
about this. So when you think about what is optimal, and we could use our favorite M. Juan. but
And Juan.
We could use our
Juan.
favorite fitness influencer, but when we discuss what is optimal, they're viewing optimal from their experience, their perspective. Yeah, they're viewing it from their perspective, their experience, their emotions, their beliefs, and all of that sort of
Their
stuff.
values.
So
Their values. That's another really good one. But when you view it from something like even just go to the other end, which would be a WestSide, a Louis Simmons influence.
Yeah.
What's optimal to him is probably a lot of that.
The culture.
The mantra of what we're doing here.
And it's like you can hyperfixate on methods. That's what it is. It's the hyperfixation on the specific methods that make this shit or that make it shit. Because, all right, for a raw lifter that's doing whatever they're doing, the methods themselves don't do it. But the principles that you can extrapolate from that being culture and effort
Are applicable to anyone.
it would benefit anyone. That's it.
For M. Juan, M. Juan, for him, that optimal approach is what is optimal for him.
Yeah, with his experience,
with his
and his
experience.
culture.
His people, with his environment.
Also, I think we're having a good moment here. For him, it is the whole optimal thing. That for us, it's not that. We would lean slightly more to the West Side thing. It's just like the boys, the girls, train hard. Tell me I'm a piece of shit and lift big weight.
But I'm all for a chest support
Also-
and one arm lat pull down.
Yeah.
It is. I'm still for it.
I'm for it too, and that's
Man, I love
if we
Casson's
haven't
rear delt.
if we haven't made this clear.
I said on Angus's podcast that I wouldn't program a sternal head cable press around.
You would. You've
I've
programmed
started
it.
doing
You've
it.
done it. I've done it.
Yeah.
Turns
Yeah,
out,
he's
But you
ones.
need to understand. You need to understand posterior mediastinum expansion.
You've said a lot of words that I don't understand.
Steinem.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Steinborn.
We love Cassim. I love his methods.
No, we don't love Cass.
I love him. I love his methods. I use them every day with my clients.
we don't love.
You don't. I do. I'm coming from a place of love. You're coming from a
I
place
know
of
what
hate.
you mean. It's
I know,
it's
I
light
know.
and darkness. Light and dark. Light and dark.
It's yin yang.
Chaos and order.
It's chaos and order. He sees the chaos but loves the order. It's 100%.
That can't get anything out. That was all. That was all.
I think that whole section is gone.
No way.
No
No
Being
way.
so fucking trigger happy.
you
You
are-
fucking cut everything out.
That's aggressive.
That was
You cut
aggressive.
Tier out.
You can beep him. The whole segment, I thought was really good.
You can't cut
We're
that
literally
out.
cut out
No,
laughing.
that was a joke because if we man M. Juan. We were saying M. Juan though.
I know, but it literally
Nah.
went to like Charlie being
No, I didn't say that. He said that. I said M. Juan, which you said.
Yeah, no, that's double standards.
Double standards.
That's double
No,
standards.
I get that, but it just started
No,
like
we're giving him praise. We're saying that
All right.
for him, the optimal training systems is
Nah,
is
we're
what
good.
is optimal
Keep
for
rolling.
him.
Keep rolling.
Coming back to everything, the point is, Westside, don't stress about the programming. Maybe it's not the best, but culture, teamwork, camaraderie, all that
The
shit
subjective
is... It's like-
matters.
Subtract the toxic masculinity.
Get rid of that,
And
get rid of
abuse
that.
of drugs.
But the camaraderie, there's something to it.
TRT.
It wasn't a.
All right,
That's
all right.
TRT.
Settle down, man.
All right,
Come on.
All right, I'm
We
sorry.
need to actually talk about this. So Larry Wheels,
Is TRT.
Larry Wheels apparently, word from his own mouth, got on steroids at 14, 15. Just imagine
That's a lot, man.
Imagine going back to when you were a
Man, I
14-year-old.
was selling snapbacks at 16, 15, all right? So it's
You
not
ain't
that,
selling fucking gear,
it's
though.
not that far-fetched, all right? Snapbacks back in
How
the day.
does that happen?
Well, apparently,
Who was he around?
So
He's
he
got an
wasn't at
environment.
school.
Yep.
He whether it was from his family or whatever, but he wasn't at school. I remember watching an interview that he wasn't at school at the time, so he was just spending time at the gym. And everyone at the gym was obviously doing TRT. So he TRT. So he was just like, it was just when you start the gym, you start the steroids. So he started steroids at like 14 or 15 years old. And he's now like 25.
But who was he around? Because if we had a 14-year-old come in this gym and wanted to do steroids,
Yeah, man, there's bad people out there, man.
No, there
Come
would be.
on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying who?
Bad people.
Who? Because we would
Bad
not.
influences.
Bad
if a-
people, not even bad people. Think about how sheltered we are. We were speaking to a police officer this morning, client, police officer this morning, client, who was.
Yeah.
He talks about the people and the things that he has to deal with.
stabbings. Yeah.
That is literally 20 to 25 Ks away that you couldn't fathom.
Bit longer.
We are
Bit longer.
30K.
We're in the Moorabbin bubble.
We're in Chelsea.
Mate.
We're 30K
From
from
here.
here.
Don't forget, we're regional here.
We're
From here.
regional. 30K. Mate, Chelsea is regional.
Yes. So what I'm telling you, what I'm saying from this point is we are that sheltered.
No, we are.
In
We are.
this area. How can you not fathom?
Mount Vernon.
There's things going on that we don't have to face on a day-to-day
Yeah,
basis.
but the thing is, there would be 15 and 16-year-olds here that are doing shit that you couldn't fathom either.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're just replenishing his testosterone levels with TRT. But the TRT started apparently with Larry Wheels at about 14, 15.
Young.
And he went through, and we've all seen the rise
of Larry Wheels.
Of Larry Wheels and what he's done in the powerlifting world. He also went on the bodybuilding stage, but he's now at the point where he's 25?
He'd be a bit
26?
older, probably about 26, 27.
26,
yeah.
27.
I forget that he's younger than
He's so young, man.
Because I look
His
at him and
first
I go,
article-
you're like 35.
His first article on Simply Shredded was the teenager you've never heard about. And he was 18 years old. So that was
And he became literally one of the strongest people in the world.
10 years ago or whatever it was. 6, 7,
Yeah,
8
so
years
like
ago.
15.
So yeah, he'd be like 26, 27. I don't know exactly how old. 28.
28. We've got that
28.
confirmed.
So 28 years old, Larry Wheels. I don't know what's happened, but now apparently he's decided steroids are no longer the answer. TRT is the answer. So he's now on TRT and he looks better than ever. So I don't know.
My assumption is though that
He looks way
steroids-
smaller than what he was.
He looks smaller, but he's
Steroids
shredded.
is the encompassing. It's everything else. It's like all the other stuff they take. Whereas TRT, he's just doing tests now.
He's just making
Yeah.
sure that
So in term, like you've got to think about what would happen to his physiology if he got off everything. So TRT for him
plummet.
It would plummet. So TRT for him in how far he would crash
It's the same
and
as Liver
what
King?
his physiology would require. The same as Liver King. And what his physiology would require to maintain function would actually be fucked. But still, he's going to look unbelievable because that's what it's relative to his position now.
Yeah.
You know, the argument that I can't deal with is that I'm on TRT
time.
now because 30 years ago, 50 years ago, my test 40 years ago.
The argument is
Okay,
like
yeah,
40
yeah,
years
yeah.
It's an
ago.
argument that however many years ago.
is that true though?
Oh,
Who knows?
you listen to whoever.
It's what was it? Confirmation, but what's the where you find information that suits your
Apparently,
biases?
the men of today have got 50% less tests
well,
than ever
I-
before.
laptops on our nuts.
So my
Laptop sitting on our nuts.
it's receipt paper.
most importantly, receipt
I just
paper.
look at world records.
You haven't sun your nuts, boys.
I look at natural powerlifting. I look at all these things, and
Getting
I'm like,
better.
Is strength, is performance, is a testosterone-based phenomenon, or is that the fact that remember the mile? I forgot what
4-minute mile
was.
type
The
thing.
4-minute mile. Roger Bannister. Was that a psychological thing, or was it physiological?
I think it was a
by way of
psychological thing.
That your
Breaking two.
physiology defines your psychology. Whatever
Kipchoge,
else.
breaking
I'm
two.
gonna hit that.
Kipchoge.
It's just the argument that our test would have been so much higher 80 years or 40 years ago. It's just growing.
I can buy the
That's
idea that the average man had higher tests.
Yeah.
The elite's probably better, definitely better than
Yes.
it was 50 years ago. But I think the average person, I think it's fair to assume it's probably a bit lower.
The other side.
Why is it fair to assume
are
it's
all
lower?
the elite on the gas,
Why-
which it just fucks everything
So,
up.
I don't think you can compare eras to eras because in the 80s, it's completely different. You think about social media, the connection with globalization is completely different.
But what's your point though?
The point is that back then they wouldn't know what the fuck was going on. Whereas now it's like information is so readily available. You can and confirmation bias is a massive thing.
But how many people are trying to grab that information though?
TRT?
Because where's this information coming from that test is lower than ever before?
That's what I mean. Where is it
I'm
coming from?
open-
Good question, that's a good question.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
open to someone.
I'll tell you what, your test is lower than
My
ever
test
before.
is low, mate. My
Let's
socks.
put this right. Can you,
That's
Charlie,
where
listen to me,
I argue, and that's where I argue that because I look at your test.
My test. Me at Frankston Peninsula Rec.
I've seen your blood test results,
dog shit.
and it's not dog shit.
I'm joking.
It's not dog shit. But if we're going to compare it to against what was supposedly the test results of those in the 80s, it's low.
But listen to me.
All right, but
Okay. Okay, let's talk.
this dickhead right here.
He's peaking.
He's done a 280 squat and he's deadlifted 310 and he's doing whatever he's doing. And if he is down at Peninsula Aquatic and Aquatic Centre,
He looks better than everyone
Aquatic
else.
Recreation Centre, he's got 25 kilos of muscle more than the average person. And I'm like, is that a testosterone thing?
Charlie is not your average though.
No, but if he had
No,
low,
I am.
No,
I'm an
what
average
I'm
bloke.
saying,
You're not, bro. You're above average, man.
Stop. No, that's
because-
not my argument.
Okay,
My
I'm an average
argument
bloke.
is-
I'm an average bloke
Stop
because
it. No, you're
footy-
a piece of shit.
footy,
But
I was
stop.
average.
Stop. That wasn't aggressive.
I was average.
That wasn't aggressive.
Talk.
My argument
An average
is
bloke.
that if he had low testosterone, would he be able to achieve that? Now, I'm not endocrinologist. Endocrinologist. But my argument is if he had low testosterone, would he be able to be in the 5%? I would say it's closer to the 1% of performers in terms of strength.
But man, Charlie's an N of 1. Not everyone scores 280 kilos.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
also,
is... if
not
you-
everyone trains for 6 years
Yeah,
hard.
I know, but it's a number. It's a blood test number, which is
Wait,
which is
wait,
not
are we
variance.
actually calling Charlie low test?
I'm low test.
No, he's not low test.
I'm
he's
low
on
as
the
fuck.
bottom limit, which is also a relative
of the
number.
natural range.
Am I?
He's- Yes,
How did you find that out?
you told me you're
How does
300.
Bouz know this and Charlie doesn't?
No, I don't remember what I am. I got to ring me Hindu. 'cause
You
he got my blood
told
test
me.
results.
You told me. Bottom limit is 300. It's like 300 to 500 or some shit like that.
I'm low
So
test.
what's his number?
Huh?
What's his number?
No,
I figured it out.
It's not low test.
Test is a myth.
No, no,
don't need test.
No, listen. You are in the healthy ranges.
Yeah.
But in the lower ranges of the healthy ranges, to someone that is bought in to the TRT, the test was higher in the 80s thing. You're like, if all four of us tested
BPS
our
model.
test,
This is BPS model.
it is. If all four of us tested our test based off of what the test was in the 80s,
You said test a lot.
we would all be low test, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're low test. I'm saying that's the argument.
No, I know what you're saying, but what I'm going to say now, I'm going to add to this is BPS model. So I don't...
BPS model?
BPS model, biopsychosocial model. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Biological, psychological, sociological factors.
Bang.
But this is a nice Shiraz.
Shiraz. I'm
Just a bit fucking mugs.
But what I'm going to say is that I'm not bought into the low test model. So I just train hard. I do what I need to do.
And that's why you succeed, because
that's why
you
I
don't
succeed.
think you're low test. If you think you're
Exactly.
low test, you're low test.
Exactly. So I'm just doing what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck how much testosterone is in my veins. I'm just, I did
It's the same,
762 and a half total. Do you want to do a sprint
It's
try?
the same thing when people think, oh, what's my genetics? Am I a genetic outlier? Am I average?
Who gives a shit?
We don't think about that.
Just
I'm not
train
saying I'm
hard.
fucking anything impressive, but you don't think about that at all, do you? You just fucking train hard.
Train
100%.
hard. Come back, train hard.
Isn't test isn't it?
A free test.
Yeah, free test.
Yeah.
Isn't it relative to every single
Yes.
person?
Is it free?
If you have,
We have to pay for it, man.
I thought Liver King was paying 11,000 a month for tests.
I'm going to piss again.
you have free testosterone levels, let's say it's 30 or 40, whatever it is, but you can still manage, and that's regular for you. And then this person has 600, and they still manage. And if they drop to 300, then
Relative.
It's the relative
That's
changes.
the relative change to that person.
Yes.
makes a difference.
That's right.
I
But
love
if we-
that, but it's too sane. It's
Yeah,
too sane.
it is.
It's
Too
too
logical.
sane.
We are talking and we
Liver
are
is king. Liver is king. Liver will answer all your problems.
Yeah.
We are
So when I started
arguing.
injecting tests, I feel
Yes.
much
That's
I
better,
do.
Paul. That's better. That's better.
We're arguing against those that are in the position. It's confirmation bias. It's this. It's that. It's whatever else.
I want to know,
That's the argument.
are the people from the 8, were they actually superior testosterone?
No, well, this one, I think it's...
Where did it come from?
I think it's confirmation bias. I think they're drawing the information they want to draw from whatever era to suit their biases.
Where did that information come
I
from?
think it's fair to assume back then people were more active. They probably ate better. They probably slept better. I don't know. I'm not saying that means we can't do mad shit today, but I think it is fair to assume, on average, people were living a healthy lifestyle 50 years ago.
But
Then-
everything's being, as Bouz said before, everything performance-wise is getting
improved.
beaten.
But
But
that's,
then
that
does
is
that
only
make
happening
the
amongst the
number-
top 5%. Your average Joe is never going to be the one
your point.
to take the win.
But how did in the 80s? How did you know what the average Joe was doing? Because it's not the way we were now with social media. You can jump on Instagram, you can see everyone that we follow, everyone we've spoken about in this podcast. We can see what they're doing today.
I admit what I'm saying
Mark
is
Bell,
from
Larry Wills. We can suss what they're doing.
I admit what I'm saying is from assumptions, but my assumption, the average person back then probably was more fit, probably ate better, probably slept better, and all that shit matters.
I reckon I got more tests than my dad.
For, Nah,
No,
bro,
he's fucking 60.
Nah, Johnny Atha is
Calling
a
out
fucking
Monaro.
unit.
I got more tests than my dad.
66
I don't
is
have
a
more
unit.
tests than my dad in the 80s.
Your dad was a choc.
Your old man was
my
fucking.
dad was a choc as well.
Put the camera on,
Exogenous.
put the camera on me. This is a good shot, right?
While we're here, though, are we ready for a spin? Are we time for a spin?
Yeah.
Can I piss?
Yeah, take a
Piss and then
come
spin.
back.
Far
I'm gonna
out,
piss
man.
too.
My bladder is weak.
Welcome back to Melbourne Strength Cultures podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. We are the number one health and fitness podcast in all of Australia. We're back though, courtesy of Three Kings Wealth Management.
Ryan.
Ryan King, Three Kings Wealth Management, a fantastic financial advice service.
Wealth goat.
Yeah, the growth goat. We cannot recommend them enough. They'll have their link down in the bio, but also they have a free course where you can learn all things financial advice, things like setting up your foundations, automations of budgeting, and all of that sort of stuff.
Finding questions.
As well as things like investment strategies, risk management for investments, setting up for your future in terms of insurances and life insurance and all of those sort of things. So I'd highly recommend checking out Three Kings Wealth Management. But Darnie, spin that shit because we are coming back with the the wheel of
Number
fortune.
4, only 2 left. Only 2 to
There's only 2 to go.
What about Conor McCraig?
McCaig.
I know it's McCaig.
I want to see Doosa.
Yeah,
Come on.
Barracuda. No, there was a spelling mistake before.
Come on, Doosa.
Doosa.
Mateo.
Mateo Cobbs, you've won $100.
Mateo is a fantastic listener who shared our podcast. I believe his favourite episode was actually number 57.
Respect.
Thank you, Mateo. You've won $100,
How are we
mate.
sending the $100 to them? Just bank transfer?
No, it's a MasterCard gift card.
Envelope
So you can
with
buy
cash.
whatever you want. It's
Envelope with
Nice.
cash.
envelope
so we're
with
sending
cash.
it to them.
Yes, that's how normally
Bro,
gift
they're
cards
winning
work.
$100. What do you think?
Nah, we're going to promise them and deliver nothing.
It's all lies. No one's winning money.
Hey,
I
are
thought maybe bank transfer.
Are you well acquainted with Australia Post?
Yeah.
Anywho,
So we're going to enter this next section here, 30 minutes of questions from the Discord.
all right, I'm in the Discord. I was gonna just pull some mad ones, but you know what? Chronological, because my attention span right now is quite limited due to poor Freaky doing some damage
And
to my-
CTE.
to my neurons.
Convinced it was that
As well.
tequila shot that he threw in
Tequila
there.
shot.
How are you that convinced?
I'm convinced too. Once we had the tequila shot, everything changed.
Everything changed. The
I-
tequila shot.
I
The tequila
think-
shot was the tipping point. Malcolm Gladwell, the tipping point. Tequila shot.
I'm going to take it about 5 steps back. I've had about 35 drinks, and of the 35, I do not think it was the one.
It was the tequila shot.
I think it was.
To me,
What about the
Shiraz?
Shiraz?
I haven't even
Man,
had
I mean,
it.
no, Shiraz. We're not up to Shiraz.
Shiraz.
Legit, this Shiraz is doing some things. Anywho, we are going to go through the questions. And we're starting with Brutus TV, Thomas Vale, Brutus
Shouts
Magnuson
out.
Shouts
on
out.
the IG. If you ain't following, make sure to get on that shit. The first thing that comes to mind is plans for next year. That was a typo. For plans for next year, what is the first thing? I'm gonna put this to Jay Smith.
Nah. Oh, me.
Now, you wanted me to say?
I was going to go to Dids.
There's only
first.
one word.
Go round.
Go to Didier. Go to Didier.
Just phase 2.
Phase 2.
Phase
all
two.
right.
That's
So
all there is to it.
now I'm going to pass that on to Jay Smith.
What is phase 2? Phase
Thanos.
2. No, phase 2 is
No, we don't like Marvel.
all encompassing. It's all encompassing of all the things that I think that we are ready. We've set the last 12 months in place, ready to set a big forward push for the podcast. I think even I put it in the group chat yesterday, but 12 months ago we started the podcast. We're 57 episodes in. We have 2,000 people a week listen to this.
Thank you
What?
to our listeners. Thank you to our
2,000 a
listeners.
week.
2,000 people a week
Thank you.
listen
No way.
to whatever the fuck is happening right
dribble.
now.
2,000 a week.
2,000 a week. We've had 100,000 downloads in the last
Mate,
You're
the people's people. You're the
People's people.
Oh, I need to calm down with the shit I say on this podcast.
Don't speak, man. Come
That's what I mean. So there's 12 months ago, we did not even have a podcast, and we were just like we were doing vlogs downstairs.
13 months ago, this room didn't exist.
It didn't. Shouts out Rob Smith,
Rob
and
Smith.
also shouts out the credit card because holy shit. But also, no. 12 months ago, this didn't exist. We were doing vlogs, and you said it, Bouz, actually. You said these are getting too repetitive because
We're doing the same thing over and
we're just
over.
doing downstairs, doing some sets, talking
Watch me
shit
do
about
some
the
squats,
sets.
yeah.
A little bit of workplace bullying between the four of us, fucking saying dumb shit.
That doesn't stop.
That doesn't stop. But then I was like, all right, we need to make this long format. Let's do the podcast. We had the room upstairs. Let's do the room. Shouts out Rob Smith credit card. Bam, bam, bam. But 2,000 people listen to the whatever the
Wait,
fuck.
so did Papa pay for that?
Papa? No.
No, Rob Smith and the credit card.
Rob
Yeah, well,
Smith?
no, but
I paid Rob Smith
It
the
sounded like
euros.
that, I know.
It sounded like that. I was setting Jay Smith up.
Yeah, no, I shouted Rob Smith the euros for the hard work that he did in this room.
No.
for the 2 weeks of work to build this room.
But we have a loyal support now. But not only that, they wanted us to talk shit.
They wanted this episode.
And then somebody, shouts out Three Kings Wealth Management, but paid us to whatever the fuck is going on right now to do this. So when we think about it, that is phase 2.
I reckon you're playing us down too much. You keep saying whatever the fuck. We are what we are.
Yeah, Charlie's the biggest guy at
We
Peninsula
are what we
Quick
are. We're
Recruit.
heavies. We're giving away $100 cash for 5 people.
All right. We swim 50
Christmas
meters.
special.
So it's cool. So what is phase 2? Phase 2 is just more of that sort of stuff. It's more being ourselves. It's more doing the things that we want to do, that we know, I think, the long-term play, brand development.
It's all about.
It's the whole thing. It's the triathlon.
It's all about adding more strings to our. It's all about. I don't know about triathlon, but it's all about adding more strings to our boat.
Mate, it's the whole thing. This is what I want to sum up. I want to, because, all right, I'm decent at powerlifting. I'm decent. Look up there. I want to suck at something. I want to be shit.
Because
I want to get in the
up
pool
until
and
this
feel-
point, Charlie's never been bad at anything.
I'm
he's
good
like.
at everything I do. I'm good at everything I do.
Oh my God.
No, but the point is that honestly, the triathlon is. I want to actually be shit at something because it's setting a
You're
good.
sick of excelling.
No, I'm serious. No, but it's
hard being at the top,
it's
man.
been like it's a good message to send because I hate. It's everyone's got to like. It's you know what we meant.
Get it out, Charles. Get it out.
Hurry up! Fucking spit it out,
You
man.
get it. People come. I don't want to compete until I'm competitive.
Yeah.
It's not about being competitive.
But Charlie's not waiting. He might not
No.
be the best at the triathlon, but he's giving it a go.
I might not even finish the triathlon after,
He might not get out of the water. He might fucking drown.
after my first swim.
tension. I can't breathe.
After my first swim, I honestly might be getting pulled out by the lifeguard. So the point is, phase 2 is just fucking do shit.
Just do what you want to do.
sweet.
Do what you want to do. Don't have to be good at it. Do it. Push yourself. Whatever it is.
I don't know. I feel like there's some pretty objective shit. I don't
There's
know what
some more to phase 2 than
that
that.
has got to do
I'm gonna finish the triathlon.
with the price
I'm gonna
of fish
finish
in
it.
Guatemala.
Yeah, salmon.
no. Anyway,
The other thing about
those
phase
are
2.
specifics.
I'm so
Potty,
keen for this
etc.
margarita.
We're pushing back into education.
I'm so
moving on to the
sober.
next
No, wait.
question.
I want to add two more things. Two more things with phase 2.
Can we talk about the?
Apparel, we can. But first, as Bouz just alluded to, we will be coming back to in-person education. So over the last 12 months, over COVID as well, everything has just been online. Mainly
dropped
through
off.
my channel, being the mentorship and all that sort of stuff. But
Is that margarita?
we are coming back to in-person education this year through seminars, workshops. The goal is to be able to travel.
Wait, advertising this while we are hammered sucks.
The goal is, though, to be able to travel with the podcast like we did with the Cloud Tours, but the podcast with education as well, so the team could move together. We don't want to just leave one or two people at home this year. So
It was me. I haven't travelled with the
we left-
podcast yet.
we left it here.
Let's not beat around the bush. Dude stayed back and ran the fucking gym.
Didier, the gym manager,
All
had
right.
to stay back.
We're moving on to the
No,
next.
no, one more thing. One more
For
thing.
fuck's sake.
Bro, we've got a 3-hour podcast, man. We're
Yeah.
2 hours and 10 minutes in.
We're not.
Take your time.
There's a
So
lot of
the next
questions.
part is the
apparel.
apparel. Shouts out Itchpig. We
do.
had the second collab with Itchpig. More importantly, though, thank you to our community for getting involved,
Absolutely.
getting on there at 5:01 p.m., buying the hoodies, buying the tees.
They sent us a screen video of
The names?
the first 7 minutes.
They were scrolling through the names, and probably 80 to 90% of the names were clients, former clients, people we
Long-term.
know who've been long-term followers of the channel. So we appreciate the community that's supporting us.
I'm going to say something relatively sappy, like, and it's going to come off the 2,000 podcast listeners a week. Like, no, for real. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, but between that,
The 2000 or the
between
other?
the 2,000 podcast listeners a week, and then seeing a collaboration between Itchpig, which from when I was 18, I was like, this is like the premier. I didn't say it to myself, but I could see it. The premier streetwear brand of Melbourne. I'm like,
It's actually crazy.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. If this was 5 years ago,
And you thought this would happen?
and I was working where I was working and doing what I was doing,
Wear a scarf.
Yeah, no, 5 years ago. What was that? I was about 23 years old, and I don't know where I was.
Wear a
I was-
scarf.
we don't need to talk about that.
No,
Anyway,
I was still here, but anyway, I was still here, but I was also doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and I wasn't sure if this was the future for me. If I was to say this is what we were doing now, and I have so many like mad dogs messaging me and saying what they're saying, and then seeing the Itch Pig things out, and then the fact we're gonna fucking collaboration with Itch Pig.
you wouldn't believe it.
Three. We got the Comte as well.
Comte. Three.
I would not
3 for
believe
free.
it. And for anyone listening, thank you for listening. For the fact that this is a reality for us, I think it's ridiculous.
It is.
If we haven't made it clear, like we really do appreciate it because it's all thanks
sure.
to
I
the
love
support of you
Melbourne.
guys.
No, and we do.
I actually love Melbourne.
I love it.
I
too.
love Melbourne.
No,
I'm not joking.
I love it.
I love fucking Melbourne. It's a
All right.
fucking mad city, and I love that the Melbourne is printed on the front.
No, it's sick for the design, but we joke.
Melbourne.
Legit.
Don't forget it. Melbourne strength
but
culture.
Seriously, we take the piss out of it and we say fucked up shit that may come off cocky or whatever because we're gagging. Like we're taking the piss.
We definitely pinch ourselves.
But we definitely do. And it's funny to us. But with what's going on and what's going on and what's going to continue to go on, like
the goings on.
It's mad.
It's mad.
It's surreal, and we're extremely thankful to everyone that listens to us, supports us, and that has this shit.
Allows us to do this.
Like,
it's thanks to you
ridiculous.
guys. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And thank you to everyone that is part of that. Love you,
We're giving
Lucy.
a big shout out to Lucy.
Shout out to Lucy.
the
Avon.
OG, the number
So-
one OG.
Who's in the room right now?
We do have a couple heavies in here. Paul and Lucy, OG clients,
And you, heavy.
and me, OG.
Heaviest at the fucking Franks
silver
and Bulls.
medalist. Silver medalist. But Lucy was here from before Strength Culture.
She was. Sweaty days.
So OG, they're sitting here and with us. And Paul Fricky, obviously.
Lucy was earning her beers.
It's just a bit.
Can I?
in Hampton.
So Lucy actually signed up when
Why you initially train with Jamie?
Yeah, so when Lucy
good?
first signed up, this is how OG Lucy is.
Yeah.
When she first signed up, I had this really shitty A4 sheet that people used to fill out, like name, address, email, goals, training history, injury history, and all this sort of stuff. Lucy signed up in the box gap era.
Box cap.
That's how long ago it was.
That was her.
That was her goal. That was her goal.
That was
on
her
a box
goal.
cap.
Get the camera on Lucy.
Nah,
There's a couple cameras in here.
that was the main goal. That's how OG that is. That is
OG.
2013.
I haven't heard the two words box gap in succession in such
Box
a long
gap.
time.
That's because the Kardashians came along and went thick.
Paul Fricky, obviously, Salesian alumni. Lucy's brother also plays AFL. You might know him.
Carl Amon.
Carl Amon.
Carl Amon. Shouts out Lucy. Been here longer than me and Bouz. Trained here from day one. Weapon fucking lifter.
And I'm going to
now
shout out
weapon
myself.
mum.
I've never looked at Lucy as Carl's brother.
She's Lucy. Who's
Lucy
Carl, man?
Amon.
Who's Carl?
Carl is
Fuck
Lucy's
Darlie.
brother. Carl is Lucy's brother.
100%.
Yeah.
Lucy's number one.
Yeah, Lucy's the OG.
100%.
She's the OG, but
Love,
go
absolutely
train, go
love
train.
Lucy.
Absolutely. Let's hit another
Wait,
body question.
Lucy, just because you got a child doesn't mean you don't have 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, get your steps in. Get your steps in.
Get your steps in.
Get your steps in.
Get your steps in, Lucy. Come on.
Get your steps in. Eat your fruit and veg. Let's hit another potty Q&A.
Yeah, phase two, it's thanks to you guys.
But
we
also,
really appreciate
let's just
it.
quickly, the apparel, because I know a lot of people, and if you're still 2 hours into this, whatever the hell's going
You probably
on here,
care about the apparel.
the apparel will be
We need to have
dropping.
a barbecue for anyone that's 22 hours.
Yeah, that'll be 22.
Come down to Sherwood.
Jamie's house.
No, so the apparel will drop. We have t-shirts dropping in Feb.
Then hoodies will
And then 6 to 8 weeks after that, we're going to drop hoodies. And then hopefully mid-winter, we'll go again with a bit of a winter drop.
All right.
That's the plan.
And
Vest.
it's gonna be
bring back the puffer vest. You
Bloody
remember
skivvies
about
more.
like 8 years ago, the puffer vest was in
I do remember
everywhere.
the puffer
Yeah, bring
vest.
it back.
Let's not bring it back.
We actually, hang on, here's an OG story. Charlie and I sent
had
the
them.
design to a company, and they gave us back the puffer vest with the logo, but the logo was stitched in royal blue. So we had a royal blue. There's only 2 of them out there
Did you
in the
actually
world.
wear them?
We gave him Bootsy has one.
Honestly, I don't even know where mine is.
I know exactly who has it. Steve Kelly. Shouts out Steve Kelly.
Bootsy
Steve
was a
Kelly and
weapon on
Bootsy.
the cable
All right.
chop.
Yeah. But let's go, Bouz.
Sweet. Rolling down. TV again. And I suppose also things you're most proud of, happy with from 2022. I think we've
covered that one. Yeah.
Did we? That.
Yeah.
The community. The community.
I went on a
I
bit
get
of
to
a
answer mine.
All right.
Oh, go, come on, Charles,
Bit of a
go.
spiel, but
Second in
go on.
nationals.
All right, that's an individual.
I'm proud of
Let's move
me.
on.
That's what.
All right.
Honestly, it was good.
Sweet.
The clout tour, we spoke about that. We spoke about everything.
We spoke about the.
We spoke about like just the
community.
The clout tours were cool.
The cloud tours were cool, dudes. They were great.
Yeah, the clout.
Really? Oh, that fucking sounds great.
Oh my god, that's rough. Moving on.
Moving on.
If you could only visit one hectic eats location again, which would it be?
Industrial.
It's
Magic Pizza.
Steak Sangers.
Industrial. I like
Magic
industrial.
Pizza.
Steak
Easily.
Sangers. I love
Magic.
Nico, but at Steak Sangers,
I
I
love
love
Magic.
Hattie. It's fucked because two of them.
Choose one.
Hattie's one of
Choose
my
one.
best mates.
And you've dogged both of them.
Pick
Nico,
one.
No. Nico is a close mate.
Levendi.
And then Levendi.
Unger.
Dog
Both of
Steak
them.
Sangers has some serious sentimental value to me. What are you?
So what's the option?
You
got
got
Steak
Steak
Sangers.
Sangers. No,
You
industrial.
shit on two of your mates for a fucking steak.
They would understand because they're my mates.
All right.
Moving
Industrial for me.
Dids?
Magic Pizza. I'm a pig for pizza, and they do it very well.
I'm a pig for pizza
It's
too.
so hard between Steak Sangers and
Magic
Industrial.
pizza for me.
You're a dog.
Because,
But I will say-
Industrial is a frequency thing. It's not anything else.
Being a Pesco dog,
Anyway.
Steak Sangers doesn't have one for me. I will shout out Industrial. I'm
Being a dogfish.
Honestly, not lately, but throughout the year, I've been a regular frequenter of Industrial Cafe. Double egg and cheese,
Frequenta.
latte. Catch you later.
Sweet.
Bouz.
All right. If you could only visit one hectic eats location
That's the
again,
same question, man.
stop. Which would it be? Which is answered. Any plans for returns to hectic eats? That's a one-word answer.
Yes.
Yes. Live shadow box. Everyone gets 30 seconds to display the skills.
I'm not doing that.
Malakas, that's not
I'm
happening.
not doing that.
I'm gonna just something
All right,
interrupt.
that's from Jack Hardman, and we've already mentioned Jack Hardman.
Can I just interrupt?
And no, not yet. And I said to Jack Hardman that I will crack him in a sparring session. So, Charlie, what do you want to say?
I just remembered we still got to do the snickerdoodles.
We got to do this thing.
We'll
do 'em.
That's in the third hour.
All right.
I do want to stick to doodling.
Third
Hour,
hour,
we're in
King.
the third hour.
No, we're not.
Ryan King has said something fucked. I'm not going to say it. Disclaimer.
If you want to find out what it is, get in
If
the
we're
Discord.
not stumbling by the end of it, I'm pulling the giveaway.
Bro, we're stumbling 1 hour in.
Definitely.
We are stumbling,
I'll
man.
react to that. Time sprint from one end of the couch to the other. The couches are
There's only
gone.
one single-seated
and I
couches.
cannot stand up. Going on 30-second rap battle. That's not happening. Scrolling through.
got some raps.
Can you guys tell us
Charlie
a hidden,
can rap.
a
Charlie
hidden
can rap.
talent, a hidden talent that you guys have? I'm starting with Didier.
Oh, bro, don't put me on the spot, man.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I can bloat my stomach real hard.
Yeah.
Same. Give me 3 Carlton drafts and I'm done.
Eating food. I can eat a lot of food. That's my talent.
That it looks pregnant.
If anyone is listening on Spotify, you need to go on YouTube right
Need
now.
to get on the YouTube,
the
guys.
timestamp will be in the description. Jamie Smith.
That's
is
my
the
talent.
bloke.
That's my hidden talent. I can bloat myself.
Lord.
Like
My
crazy.
talent
right.
is buffets.
Let's move on. Have you got a hidden talent?
I honestly don't know if I
All
have
right.
a hidden talent.
So, what legacy do you boys want to leave on the community?
I was
Brackets. Look, there's a lot happening. Didier.
asked this question on the only podcast I've been on outside of ours, the Robo Strength. Shout out the Robo Boys, and I struggled with it. I
got
was
the
like,
answer.
I want to be seen as a nice guy, helps my clients. I don't know if you guys have got a good answer.
I've got
I
an
don't know my
answer.
legacy.
I've got a good answer
Tell
as
me.
well.
Tell us.
I've got a good answer as well.
You gonna go first or me?
So, I'll go first.
Bloody piece of shit.
Thanks, mate.
Welcome to Bouz's hour.
It's my hour. Hey, boss man gave me one slight iota of power, and I'm taking it for
Main
what it
character
is.
energies.
It's not my legacy. I can almost say that what my legacy and what I want to leave will hold true to all three of you. My legacy is. You all right?
I was gonna say I disagree. Don't speak for me, man.
You can disagree.
Say it.
I am no stranger to living a lifestyle.
The stability.
All right. I like to enjoy myself. I like to go out for dinners. I like to enjoy what life has to offer outside of the gym and performance. I've lived a life where I feel like I've been at peak performance. I know that I can continue to live a life where I will further improve my performance, but I love to enjoy myself, and I love to enjoy my friends, and I love to enjoy my family, and I love to enjoy what life has to offer. And from a fitness standpoint, I do think that I think there's a balance that can be had. I think you can enjoy yourself and take what life has to offer outside of the gym and outside of performance, and still have the absolute most fun, but still be a weapon in the gym. All right, so that is what my legacy. If that's a legacy, it's not going to be anything.
If you had to sum it up in one sentence.
Sorry, that wasn't that long.
No, but just like one hit piece.
If I'm going to sum it up,
The legacy
no
is
comments.
all right. The legacy that I want to leave in fitness is one that I think you can have what you want in performance, the gym, and body composition, but you can also enjoy life. You can go out to the restaurants, you can have the drinks, you can enjoy your friends and family, and you can get litty if you want.
10 a.m.
Dids, go quick.
This doesn't have one.
I told you I was putting on
doesn't have
podcast, bro. But I can
I'll go
resonate
on.
with that.
I go on.
Tell us.
Being shit. Being shit. I forgot what the question was, but I remember the answer was.
Don't know the question.
What legacy do you want to leave?
That was the legacy. The being shit. So this is what I was saying before with the triathlon.
You ticked it off right there. Well done.
It's the
being
willingness to be shit.
It's the willingness
willingness to be shit.
vulnerability. Brené Brown, be shit. Be shit.
Brene Brown?
No, her thing is courage. Courage. So her big thing is courage.
Hers is a bit more
Yeah,
articulate.
her way more articulate.
There's about 400 pages.
Articulate, not articulate. The message is the fucking same.
Yeah.
They repeat the same message.
It's the same message.
For 10 chapters.
Her thing is courage is going into something not knowing what the outcome's going to be. I'm not going to lie. The other day when I went swimming, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this.
I don't know if I'm going to get out of this pool.
I don't know if I'm going to get this 750 swim, but I'm going to fucking give it a crack anyway. The point is, and I said it before, was with the people, and I get frustrated with it, is like, I'm not good enough. Do shit. Just do it. Have a crack.
Who G's you up?
You do, puppy. I think, fair, Charles. Mine would just be fun.
That's
Mine's
mine.
Well, that's what I said.
do shit. Have a
when
crack.
I was on the fucking Robo podcast, I was like, I just want to be known as a guy who doesn't take things too seriously, has a good time, fun to be around.
Whatever
just
this
that.
is,
Nah, I think
It's
we've
this.
summarised it. We said it yesterday. We just want to be fun guys.
It's
Fun
way,
guys.
in summary, it's get litty and enjoy training.
It's the Kawhi Leonard.
Be shit and have fun.
and have fun.
That was way more succinct than whatever
There
the
we go.
fuck.
We got
I
it.
said.
One sentence.
There we go. One
All
sentence.
right.
There was the 12 words.
Another one, 30-second rap battle. 30-second rap battle. It's not happening. Past that.
We're going to do one more question, then we're going to do a spin. Then we're going to do a porn star
How can we
martini.
pay you for
And
saying
then we got a piss.
I want the first one. The first one was my favourite. The
Porn
white
star.
chocolate banger.
White
It
chocolate
was-
porn star.
Is that what it was?
It's a hybrid athlete question, which we already sort of know. No
DM Bouz for
censorship.
coaching if you want to talk
DM
about
me
that
for
shit.
coaching. All right.
The offer's done.
There's a lot of words here. All right. Wait.
Last
who we
question.
got? Michael Rakic. We've got a few. Most choc moment of 2022. You and Charlie shadowboxing each other. That was
Why
to
is there
me.
so much shadow boxing?
Bro, what do we
Why do you
our
think?
story?
You put a shadowboxing video up.
All of
then
us
so
put
did
up
I.
shadow
All right,
boxing
fair enough. Continue.
on our
Continue.
stories.
From
I
each
haven't.
of you, what is one thing that you've contributed to the whole fitness industry, which we answered? What is
Did
your
we?
favorite? Yeah, we just did.
Yeah.
The whole thing, yeah.
It was more, what have you contributed?
Okay,
we haven't
okay,
really done
When
much.
is Bouz when is Bouz jumping on gas?
ASAP.
I wish,
TRT.
I wish-
Guess she's dropping hard.
Honestly, there's a
It's
part of me.
relative. It's
There's a
relative.
part of me that would. There was a part of me that would love an alternative reality.
Where you were on
we
gas.
could jump on
We could
gas.
jump, just suss what happens.
Yeah.
You want to
So,
know. You want to know.
The TRT, obviously,
the
only
thought
TRT.
Is there? Fuck no. If I'm jumping on gas,
I'm jumping
doing
on.
the whole kit and caboodle.
You're going the full liver.
No,
liver route.
it's like, why am I going to jump on TRT? If I'm jumping on TRT,
Liver.
that's when my testes are
You're going to eat liver.
My pet
No.
peeve is guys who say they're on TRT as a way of covering the fact that I just want to do gear. Just do gear, man. Come on.
Just do gear. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it the whole thing. But
Whole kit and caboodle.
the whole kit and caboodle.
Fucking lot.
But as a fitness professional, as a fitness enthusiast, performance enthusiast, the fuck thing is, I care way more about how my clients do and how my people do that I coach than what potential I have as an individual on performance enhancing drugs.
Well, that's the thing, man. When
That's my thing. And the potential risk that those things
Create.
create, they contribute, are just not worth it for me.
Fair.
Like that's my thing. I thought about it and I joke about it, and the idea is so enticing.
When it comes back to the serious talk,
But
you don't. Yeah.
The serious talk, there are things that I care about so much more than seeing what I would be capable of and doing heaps of drugs, because I could just do more drugs. And I could do more drugs.
And never end. Where does it
And I
end?
could do
There's a
more-
curiosity.
And then where does it end? There is a curiosity.
I got the-
but
there, yeah.
it doesn't end because there's always more drugs.
There's always more you can do. You always have to
I'll
do.
tell you-
That's my
I'll
answer.
Dids, for
I
me,
was going to say, because that's what I was going to say, coming back to legacy as a coach, or legacy just in general, I don't think it was as a coach. That's why I think we're not inclined to jump on stuff, because I get far more satisfaction seeing my clients do well than myself do well. If I do well, I'm like, yeah, it's mad. But I've seen my clients kill my fucking oath. That's a G
I've
up,
got a
man.
question for
Like,
you, Dids. When's the return of powerlifting happening?
June 17th.
It
if
is?
our comp gets approved.
If our con gets approved.
Are you gonna do our one?
I'm doing our one. Oh, I wanted to not do
I
our
approved
one.
it. I approved it.
I was thinking I'll pick another one like the TSF comp, but he wants me to do our one. So
I want
we're
you to
doing
do our one
Do you want me
because
to
it's going
do
to be
our
you and it's going to be you and Jez.
Me and
head to
Jez
head.
head to head.
Wait, Jamie says that we as staff need to be here to set up and whatever else. It's all right. As long as me and Jay Smith are emceeing,
Because
we're all good.
Look, but here's the thing though. I do take pride after the last comp in our
You can clean
platform
up.
management as our spot loading. So as long as I feel there's a team that's there that's able to fill to do the job, I'm happy to step
Andrew
away
put
from
his
that.
hand up.
As long if Andy from TSF said he's more than happy,
He said
I'm happy
it.
with him to jump. I'm more than happy. He'll do a better job
respect
than
to
me by
Andy and his
far.
gloves, man.
100%. Andy Nguyen.
So
just to the steroid thing, back on that
TRT. Get it right, mate.
Bro,
Get it
it's
right.
not steroids, man. Come on.
TRT.
There's definitely always been there's a curiosity. We're guys that push, strength performance, whatever it is. No, like, so what could that do for my strength performance? But for me, the overriding factor that always comes down to I can't be the glass is full. All right, so freezing.
It's another thing to fill the glass.
Full is
No, I was going to say
I want to
this
be a
earlier.
dad. I want to be a dad. I don't want to
Yeah.
freeze my sperm. I can't be fucked.
And also my
this
glass is full.
And this is
My
where
glass is full. I'd rather
It's
just
just another thing to do, man. Nothing to manage.
And this is the thing, as Chocos, this is
I haven't done tests because my glass is full.
as Chocos, in terms of a priority list, and I'm not a smoker, but I would rather have
Love
a
a dart,
frat bear and a cigarette daily than having to jab myself daily. That is
bro, imagine,
that
fuck
is enough.
that, man.
What's worse?
that's enough. And like that is
Cigarette
literally enough.
daily or doing
That's
gear?
actually a really good. We would love to see
Because-
what's it called a longevity longitudinal
Forget-
study.
Forget the longitudinal. In the moment, what's worse? Being a smoker or jabbing yourself? I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I'd rather smoke, bro.
All right. So, how's this? If you look at the life expectancy of some Greek islands, they
High
are
as nuts.
in the
Mediterranean
hundreds.
diet, man.
High as nuts.
The Mediterranean
They are
diet is
smashing
fucking cigarettes
olive oil,
and fucking olive oil. That's
olive
it.
oil and cigarettes, and they are dying
Hey.
at 100.
Cos lettuce.
Cos lettuce.
Cos lettuce, onions, tomato, feta.
It's more aguri, cucumber, tomato.
I'm living till 90.
The horta.
I'm convinced.
Horta,
I'm convinced.
So they smack that shit. All right.
Wait, can we just quickly to the mic, Bouz? But can we just quickly can we extrapolate the longitudinal study of who would be worse off, the smoker or the test?
It depends as long as a smoker is living a kickback Greek islands lifestyle.
Yeah,
catch you later.
It's a big. Every Greek will tell you it's the stress that'll kill you.
It's a big. I'm telling you, it's a big chance thing because I'm telling you, my Papu Yanni still living, 85.
Shouts out.
He smoked since he was
Tag him.
12 years old.
Tag him on TikTok.
That's actually Choco as fuck.
73 years old. He will die with a cigarette in his hand. I'm
How old's
telling
he?
you. 85.
85.
85.
He's been smoking for 73 years.
Mate, if you
Don't
try
take
to
him
pull
off
him
it.
off the
No, yeah,
cigarettes,
no,
they'll
no,
do it.
no,
Well,
yeah,
it'll be
so-
worse for him.
So Dr. Arthur Kiparidis,
I'm gonna
family
stay-
doctor, speaks Greek, so all the Greeks go and see him. It's at the point where in his mid-70s, it's not worth taking him off it because the withdrawal symptoms of taking off will be worse to his health than just letting him smoke.
Just let him
And I'm all
fucking
for it. He's
suck him
85. Like, just let him live his life. Enjoy his life. His Oakley cigarettes.
Yeah, I've never done
Frank
either,
Bear.
but I'd rather smoke than pin.
Greek
Simple
chop.
as that. I'd rather smoke than pin.
I would rather smoke.
Bam.
I would rather smoke than pin.
So I don't love smoking.
There's
There's
no
something about
Bro, there's
a
no
Whitfield
denying.
Blue.
All right, boys, we need to move on.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
No, we're gonna,
Second last.
no, we're going.
Your fingers.
Road mic.
It's fucking.
I've had it for like an hour.
Do you want me to talk instead?
No. So shouts out Three Kings Wealth Management.
Thank you, Ryan.
For our fourth and second last Wheel of Fortune spin. Donnie, if you don't mind, can you first turn the camera and then spin that shit
Spin it, man.
as it goes? Let's go, Donnie.
Stay there, Charles. Don't walk in front of the camera. Bang, bang.
Yeah. Come on. I want to see you do something. Come on, do something. Alex, Jack Reed.
Let's go, Reedy boy. Let's go, boy.
Jack Reed. Shouts out Jack Reed.
Shouts out Jack Reed.
Hometown hero. We love you.
Former intern of ours.
Shouts
Fucking
out
sick
Jack
man.
Reed. Well done.
Love it.
$100 coming your way. Courtesy of Three Kings Wealth
Let's
Management.
go, Jack Reed.
Thank you very much to Ryan King and the Three Kings team. If you need financial help, financial advice, they also have a fantastic free course available. Check them out. Three Kings Wealth Management. We're going to take a 5-minute break.
Or DM us for
We'll be
coaching.
back after. DM for Bouz for coaching. Welcome back to Melbourne Strength Coaches Podcast, number 1 in the hearts, number 1 in the charts. We've just had our final break for the Christmas Spirits podcast. We're going to wrap things up with just plans for next year, what's happening. I think there's a few trips booked in, actually. So
Start right to left, though. I need a bit of time.
Telling you up, I got rorted by Emirates, mate. Flights.
What happened, Charlie? Tell us.
Flights are ridiculously
they are
expensive.
I think it's petrol.
$3.5 grand. It's supply and demand. So
It's global economics.
since COVID, honestly, since COVID, the amount of flights that are available are less, and because of COVID, people want to travel. Interest rates have been low. There's a lot of money out there.
Portfolios are dropping.
Portfolios are dropping. No, honestly, people want to go. People want to travel. Flights are low, so we're paying ridiculous money for the flights. But $3.5 grand return from we're flying into Amsterdam.
I think you got rorted.
And
Are
coming
you
back-
going to Luminosity?
Yeah. So I went to Luminosity in 20.
What's luminosity?
You wouldn't know about it.
Oh, mate, that's rich coming from me.
I retained myself there. You should be proud of me. I was going to go aggressive and I stopped.
Well done, Charlie.
Thank
You're
you,
learning.
Charles. Thank you very
Finish
much.
your point.
But no, Luminosity. So Deuce and I wanted to go to Greece together.
Yep.
Both from Greece. Love Greece. The boys are, we wanted to go to Greece, and then I was like, if we're going to Greece, we're going to Luminosity. So we're going to Amsterdam first. We're going to go to the festival, 3 days there, and then we're spending the rest of the 3.5 weeks in Greece.
What is Luminosity?
It's trance.
Bro, this guy's going to chock out like you never seen
With
before.
your top off.
He's going to be swinging left, right. He's going to be stomping right.
Where in Greece are you
then
going?
left.
So I know
Malacca.
what Bouz is saying. Bouz is talking very off the Melbourne trance scene.
It's different in Europe.
It's actually completely different.
What do you
over there.
mean?
All right. So you are telling me, you, Charlie Athanasiou, and Constance Pandusis are going to be in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, with John O'Callaghan, and this, that, and the rest, and you're not going to be chocking out like you have in Melbourne.
I'll chock out,
All right. So,
but not
don't-
everyone else does.
Don't try and downplay what it
There's
is.
a lot of old people there.
How old are we
Mad.
talking? Like 45?
Old. Like Jamie's mum old.
Yeah,
Like
but
65.
My mum.
No, I just thought of Loris. No, I'm not shitting you. There's 60-year-olds there.
It's a mature crowd.
There is 60.
You went to Amsterdam recently. Look like that.
I'm telling
I
you,
agree.
there are
Merry Christmas, Lucy.
there are 60-year-olds there.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing
They
wrong
love
with it. No, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's going to get beeped, don't worry.
There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm telling you, the crowd from like you go out in Melbourne here to a rave trance event, very young, under 30.
It's just different.
It's different. It's actually very different. So I went in 2017.
What causes the difference?
I don't know. It's just the culture.
It's culture. Culture.
It's culture. It's culture. But
in the name, mate. Culture.
You can spot the Australians. You know exactly. You look around.
Are you looking in a mirror?
You go, you're a fucking Aussie.
What are
mate."
the key traits?
So you look at a 55-year-old and you're like, you're Dutch.
You're Dutch.
Is
You're
that what's
Dutch,
happening?
Dutch, Aussie. But like a Greek, Italian Aussie.
And a fucking great swimmer. He's a great swimmer. He swims with the
He
best
swims
of them.
in park at
And
Frankston.
Jeez, is he lean.
All right, we have not spoken about what genre is played at
He
this
did
festival.
trance. He said
Did
trance.
we?
Yeah, he said
Trans. Is it trans?
Honestly,
Fair enough. All right, I'll shut my mouth.
honestly, I would love, and I said this before, I'd love to do my Europe trip, start at Lumo and end at Deck Mantle, but it's just too
What's
long.
Deck Mantle?
It's Marcus.
What's Deck
Marcus
Mantle?
went
I'll talk
last
about.
year.
No. Stop. I'll talk about Deck
Marcus
Mantle.
went last year. He's been before.
hey.
What the fuck is
not-
Deck Mantle?
Hey,
It's another festival.
I've been to Deck Mantle.
He's
all
a
right?
fucking heavy.
All right.
He's a heavy.
Oi, Dave, Marcus over here, he only went last year. Do you know when I went?
Yeah.
Do you know when I went? I went in 2017.
Same year as me.
As what?
Luminosity.
I'm talking about Deck
You didn't go to Deck Mantle, man.
both in Amsterdam.
All right.
Amsterdam hold the best festivals.
What's different about their
they've got
festivals?
I don't care. I want to know what
Nah,
Deck Mantle
listen,
is.
We're
They
talking about Deck Mantle.
They got Luminosity. They got Deck Mantle. They got the hardstyle and DEF CON. They've got Awakenings. They got all
Are
the
you
best.
ready to stop talking?
They got the best ones.
What is Deck Mantle?
All right. I'm going to talk about
Let
Deck
Bouz
Mantle.
explain, man.
So I was in Berlin. Yeah. I was in Berlin and I heard these tracks. I was out. I was vibing. I was bobbing left, right, this, that, diagonal. And I was chatting to some Dutch guy. And I'm like, hey, brother, I'm going to Deck Mantle. And he goes,
that how you said it?
He goes, no, I said Deck Mantle. I said Deck Mantle. He goes, you Australians. He goes, you say it like this. You say Deck Mantle, Deck Mantle. It's pronounced Deck Mantle. And I was like, you know what? Fair enough. I'll shut my mouth. Anyway, I went to Deck Mantle. And I went there, and my musical trajectory, I swear to God, was changed for the rest of my life. I went there pre-Deck Mantle. I was listening to trance and Melbourne Minimal, and I was the biggest choc on earth. I still am the biggest choc on earth.
Oh, that's a big claim, man.
It's a big claim. But it is what it is. Chocs from the area will vouch for me. I will call him right now. I will call him. Swear to God. I'll call him right now. Anyway, it was at Deck Mantle. And I loved the tunes. It was disco. It was funk. It was tracks I'd never heard. It was people that were just like, this is it. And it was fucking beautiful. I swear to God.
Are you talking like a multi-stage
It was,
festival?
it was
Like a proper-
multi-stage.
yeah.
Big festival.
It was multi-stage.
I
but
think when someone says, "Have you been to Deck Mantle?" That sounds like, "Have you been to Beyonce?" Like, have you been to
It was
one?
the shit we
No.
were
But
playing
no, it's
before.
like a proper.
It's a record label. It's a podcast.
Oh, all right.
But there's DJs within it that perform at these festivals that are mad dogs, but they're within with their own record labels and podcasts, etc. And they're legends.
Don't sip that. That's a snickerdoodle. Don't sip
Nah,
that.
we need that. We need that one.
I think
We
we
need
should
that
all
one.
do the
Drink
snickerdoodle
it.
now. We need to wrap
Hey,
this up.
everyone that's listening to this needs to listen. My
Snickerdoodle,
client,
shh.
Marcus
You gotta drink it
LaGreca,
as
is
one.
about
Ready?
to train, and as a pre-workout, has had a shot of tequila.
Everybody,
and he's
this is a
drinking
snickerdoodle.
a snickerdoodle.
So
Which I don't know what that
snickerdoodle
means.
Is 1/3 Carlton Draft, 1.5 shots of Frangelico. No, you got to scull it. You got to scull it.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
What?
You got to
Scull
scull a snickerdoodle.
It's a Snickers.
Does it taste like a Snickers? You got to scull the snickerdoodle, Paul.
I taste the Snickers.
It smells like a Snickers.
Nutty.
It should taste like
right.
a
Bit nutty.
snickerdoodle.
Anyway, Deck Mantle, best festival I've ever been to in my life. It is what it is. If you want to listen to mad shit, go there.
Deck Mantle.
Go to Deck
Dids,
Mantle.
what's your plans for next year?
Look, so
I'm going there in Mykonos.
Mr. Slammerama Brown.
I'm going to Mykonos too.
Mr. Slammerama Brown has told me that my boy Folomua is coming out to Coburg. Is he in Coburg?
Coburg, New Year's Day.
Bro.
I'll see you there.
I've got to get a
We're
ticket.
going.
I'm not a festival guy, but if Folomua's there, I may have to get a ticket. I love a bit of Folomua.
Folomua.
Follow
He's a
more.
French DJ.
Folomua more, whatever the fuck it is.
Last time I saw him, I got kicked out
Why'd you get kicked out?
because I was sweaty.
That was the reason, man. Come
It
on.
was hot as.
We won't get into that, but
Aerobic capacity.
I may be there on New Year's Day. I may make my festival debut to fucking see
Really?
my boy. Oh, look.
Oh, if I see you there, I'll punch you in the forehead.
Honestly, Didier, that will be the day.
That'll be the day. That will be the
That
day.
will be the
Out of
day.
love. I'm sorry. I
That'll be
gotta.
the
I love
day.
him.
Function ones, disco, all the
I've
best.
listened to all his sets. I love them all. He's great.
Donnie, we're going to do the last spin.
Function one.
Championship department.
You can cut this. That's the most skippy podcast. That's the most skippy podcast.
Father of freaking fucking meat pies. What?
Honest.
Oi, our rule.
Welcome back to Melbourne Strength Coaches Podcast. Number 1 in the hearts, number 1 in the charts. We're back from a small break.
A long break.
As you're probably seeing, the breaks may be getting more frequent. The reason is we need to wrap this shit up.
And we're hammered.
And the reason is we've got one last spin. We've got a few thanks to give, but we've got one last spin of the Wheel of Fortune. So, Donnie, if you don't mind, spin that shit for the final $100.
Spin that shit, motherfucker.
Dun, 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 dun.
And the winner is Juicer! Let's go! Yeah, Juicer!
Word on the street is Doosa is half Cypriot and half Turkish.
Let's go!
Doosa just won. Donnie, can you zoom in on that?
Pontian.
That's all right. You don't have to zoom in on that because I know that you got to spin the...
The Pontian Queen,
Pontian
Dusa.
94.
Wait, what is Pontian?
It's a region of Greece.
It's a mix
Bro,
between.
get up on your geography, man.
It's a region of Greece that's
Is it next to Turkey?
fucking sick cunts.
Oh, my God.
Dusa is our final winner.
It's a region of Greece up north.
So a big shout out to Doosa. You'll get a $100 gift card
God.
courtesy of three
She's
kids.
gonna hate me.
Why?
She's not gonna talk to me ever again.
Why?
Because I called the Cypriot and.
Let's pause this fucking shit. We're done. We are done.
That was instantly.
Donnie, put it on me. Put it on me.
I can't believe she won.
That boy, boys. That was instantly the worst smelling fart that I've ever farted.
Oi, wrap this bitch up or turn these
I
fucking
am.
cameras off.
Shut
All
the fuck up.
Charlie, sit down.
Hey, Donnie, center it on me. Center it on me, please.
She won $100.
Center it on me.
You're gonna hate me.
Hang on, boys. I need to wrap this up. So,
Bro, that smell.
all we want to say is thank you very much to the community that allowed us to have these sort of fun activities for the year 2022. If we had come out of COVID and thought this is where we would be having fun, having a laugh or whatever, we would never have thought it. So thank you very much to the community. Thank you to our members, our clients, all of those people. Thank you to the staff, Dids, Charles, Jamie, Boozio. Donnie, thank you, Paul Fricky, long-term client,
Thank you anyway.
for making those mixes all year. Loris, thank you very much for doing our back end in the bookkeeping jobs. And also, thank you very much to all the supporters, everybody, because Rob Smith for doing all the hard work. We know it. Euros coming your way. But we say thank you, and we mean it because it actually, it makes our life. This is unreal. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next year in 2023. We'll make this Christmas special, the Christmas spirit better every year. So thank you very much. We'll see you next year. Number one in the hearts. We're not number one in the charts, but we will be number one in the charts. Number one in the charts. We're done. Thank you very much. See you later. Fucking get this. Turn it off. Turn it off.
We're done.
I'm so glad to the last one.